Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Hopefully, everyone's doing good. Gonna switch over to just chatting now. Okay, hopefully, everyone's doing good. We can turn off the music now. I don't have to worry about this. We're gonna lower down the music, actually. We're gonna down the music. We'll lower the music, actually. Hopefully, everyone's doing good today. Hopefully, everyone's having a good day. Today is gonna be our one and only, our one and very first stream that we're talking about topics today. Today we're gonna be talking about all things news, all things gaming, all things anime, and that's good to hear. Shout out to my mod. Welcome to my mod, wonderful mod. But today we're gonna be doing some gaming stream. Not game stream. Sorry. We're gonna be talking about gaming news, anime. Talking about anime news. We're talking about news in general. We're gonna be watching some reactions as well. I haven't watched the state of play, so we'll be doing a bit of that. And there's also something I want to talk about as well. We'll be watching the Mario movie as well. Going over that, going over the Steam Machine, a lot of stuff happening today. Yesterday and today, we can look as well and see and talk about some topics. We're gonna have a few quick topics before we get into the longer portion ones. But we're gonna go ahead and start this. But if you start talking about game news, that will make you a grifter. I'm sorry, but look, the multiple streams that's been proven I'm playing games. I can't help but say, I guess I'm just a grifter. We're gonna be grifting off stuff that makes it easy, okay? Okay, so we're gonna be talking about all sorts of stuff gaming, so without further ado, chat, let's go ahead and get this started now. So the first one we're gonna pull up is gonna be talking about the Game Awards. This is our first one for today. Gonna be a first one for today. So as we all know, and as everybody knows, the Game Awards usually happen around this time of the year, and a lot of us, including myself, are hopefully. Hold on. I just realized the screen's a little too big. Hold on, I gotta fix that real quick. Tech issues already. Okay, there we go. So, like I was saying, as all of us already know, that the Game Awards usually happen around this time of year. All of us usually who are gamers have noticed that there's one game in particular that has been everyone been requesting, and this comes from your boy Jeffy Boy over here. But this is an official post on Twitter by Jeff Kelly talking about the Game Awards, and we're gonna go through the comments and we're gonna see how funny.
Next Monday, it's time to reveal your nominees for the Game Awards. Join us for the nomination announcement special, streaming live on Monday, November 17th at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT at thegameawards.com. Next Monday, it's time to reveal your nominees for the Game Awards. Join us for the nomination announcement special, streaming live.
So, y'all got the idea. Oh shit, hold on. I forgot to add something. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Shout out to your boy. Thank you. Thank you, Cesspool. We're gonna replay that again.
Exclamation mark.
Thank you for the 150 already. But yeah, like I was saying, the Game Awards, is going to be happening sometime soon. It's gonna be at 9 a.m., 5 p.m., noon. Well, it's November 17th, so it's gonna happen 3 days from now. So we are, everyone, and I mean everyone, is expecting Expedition 33. And by far, Expedition 33, if you guys don't know, Expedition 33 is by far one of the most greatest games and that is released by far this year. I'm currently playing it, and oh my goodness, it is so good. But yeah, this is an official post by Jeff Keighley announcing the nominations, and as you can see, everybody wants Expedition 33. If they get snubbed, it's everyone's gonna be pissed. If they get snubbed, if Expedition 33 gets snubbed, everyone's gonna be mad. I know for a fact I will, because this game deserves it. I've been playing offline on my own. I'm not streaming it because I want to enjoy the game for my own. But my God, is this game so good? I genuinely hope it gets a Game of the Year. I love the intro. I've only got far as finding Loon on the island. I think I'm like 4 hours into the game, so still early game as well as you, but I have to yet to continue playing it. And then it says, miserable Twitter gamers getting ready to crash out if their favorite game don't get nominated. Okay, it's always funny. It's always funny that it comes from these guys getting mad. It's like, biggest tease, Kingdom Hearts 4, yeah. Got to 6, I don't know. I at least hopefully get to see something from Kage 4. I'm a Kingdom Hearts guy myself, so hopefully we get to see something from Kingdom Hearts. So, but honestly, I'm not really expecting anything to be shown, but we'll just have to wait and see 3 days from now. If you guys want me to live stream the Game Awards nominees, I will go ahead and live stream that too. I need to know. I need to know if what is it? I need to know if Expedition 33 is gonna be on there. Sorry, my mind is blanking. So as long as it's on there. So my prediction, yeah, I feel like Silk Song could be on there. Let's see these people's predictions. Donkey Kong Bonanza seems reasonable. So, okay, Chapter 2 Underground Lab for the Killing Antidote is now live, by the way. Yeah, I don't care or watch award shows. Yeah, true. That's fine. That's fine, Large Small. But this is a quick topic. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be on there. Enough said for that topic. We're going to go on our next quick topic. If you guys keep up with anything food-wise...
The renaissance of snacking is here.
Hold on.
Doritos.
Can I pause?
Snacking.
Well, let me mute that for now. If you guys keep up with anything, at least food-wise or something like that, or snacks, we've all known that there's been something going on called the Make America Healthy Again. So on top of that, we're gonna be so apparently there's you can get Doritos in Japan as shown in Evangelion. There's apparently some new PepsiCo's now also just released Simply Naked Doritos and Cheetos made without dyes or artificial flavors, resulting in colorless chips that retain their taste using natural ingredients. So this is pretty interesting. Seed oil still, some people are still mad about seed oil. I don't really care. What really matters is people are saying it's great. So here's the product specifications of this as well. So it says calories 150 is not bad. You got these are all the ingredients, the actual ingredients. So you get corn, vegetable corn, corn, canola, soybean, and or sunflower oil, corn, maltodextrin, and less than 2% of salt. Cheddar cheese, milk, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes, whey, tomato powder, potassium, salt, onion powder, buttermilk, Romano cheese, milk, cheese cultures, salt, enzymes, whey protein concentrate, natural flavors, spices, citric acid, lactic acid, garlic powder, sugar, red and green bell peppers, and yeast extract. Huh, okay. So it contains milk ingredients, which is gonna to make these Doritos. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So those are for those. Uh, that's interesting. I don't know what y'all think about this, huh? Uh, I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? Because I think it's pretty cool if they're gonna start using more natural ingredients and less dyes and artificial flavors. Because I hate Red 40. I don't like the idea that we consume so much Red 40. Uh, uh, you try them? Yeah, I'd definitely try them. If it's essentially the same flavor you get from a regular Doritos, just without the coloring and artificial flavors that are in it as well. That's not bad actually. I wouldn't mind giving these a try. Same with the Cheetos either. I don't know when they're gonna release, but this is just another quick topic. For us. Hold on, chat. Sorry, I got my mind blank for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Like I was saying. So this is a quick thing. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that one. We're gonna switch over to the next thing. This is some sad news. Any of you anime fans out there? For sad news, we've got some sad news. I did not know about this until recently. Just finding out this was at least this was a day ago. I had no idea. But legendary anime. This is from Anime Updates on Twitter. This is legendary anime series director for One Piece and Dragon Ball Super. Tatsuya Nagamine, 53, has sadly passed away from cancer. He was the one who made episodes. He was the one who did the Dragon Ball Super Broly, which is a really good movie. Uh, he was the one who did some of some of these episodes that you see on here. There was other ones where he did the One Piece. For One Piece uh he did what is it he did most of the Wano arc as well. He's done most of the arcs as well in general. Uh, but cancer, man, that sucks. It always sucks when someone passes away from cancer. Like it just genuinely it's just heartbreaking when someone passes away. Uh, from cancer and all that. So, so many talented people passing away. Yeah, it genuinely sucks. It genuinely sucks. So this is the next. These are for now. We're getting into the longer topics now. These are going to stuff that's going to take a majority of our stuff. So So I'm gonna make a video about this and talk about this. So get ready. I'm about to go YouTuber mode. 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? It's Kage. It's your boy. This is our first video, and this is the first time I'm doing a topic stream. But today we're gonna be talking about Japan essentially wanting to no longer let people interfere with their artwork, which is going to be a great thing. So this is a post we're going to look at, and then we're going to read the actual article. So this comes from Otaku News Insider. This is it says no interference in creative works. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, or METI, for example, for short, has proposed new policy guidelines to boost the global reach of anime, games, manga, film, and music while protecting creators' freedom. Again, already got off to a great start. Wonderful start that this is happening. The plan emphasizes large-scale support, direct funding, and a firm commitment to respect to create the creative vision of artists. METI hopes to expand Japan's content market overseas to 20 trillion yen, equivalent to 130 billion USD by 2033, giving creators the freedom to innovate and grow the industry internationally. This is by Otaku News, and there's a thing. Anime is saved. There's some people saying this is already a great start, but we're gonna switch over to the actual article so we can read it. So on to the article. So it says this is by Automaton Media. This is the website article, Automaton Media. This comes from them, and it says no interference in creative works. Japanese, the same thing we said. And this is going to the thing. So this is the actual article, and we're going to read it. This October, the Japanese Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, or METI for short, held its 8th Entertainment and Creative Industrial Policy Seminar, during which it proposed 5 key principles of its new policy guidelines for the Japanese content industry, including video games, anime, manga, film, and music. As reported by Otaku Sonken, the new guidelines have been announced as part of the strategy to achieve the government's goal of expanding the overseas market size for domestic content to 20 trillion yen by 2033. This comes only a month after the Japan Business Federation, Keidanren, issued an urgent message calling on the government to provide immediate large-scale and long-term support for the country's content industry. Already off to a wonderful start for this. This is already great news. The fact that they are already realizing that the West, sad to say, myself included, that the West is not here to fight, that we're destroying their culture as a whole, and now they're fighting back and saying you're not gonna fuck with us or you're not gonna mess with us anymore. To this entire thing is wonderful news, because that means it's gonna be culturally exclusively Japanese, which is something I, for example, when I was younger, I've always enjoyed and loved. I don't want the Japanese medium and the Japanese Japanese media as a whole to become wholly injected with Western ideology, Western slop, Western stuff. Don't get me wrong, there is some stuff that is Western that is always great, but at the same time, it seems like all they want to do is shove a message down your throat, shove an ideology down your throat, and it's tiring. And I'm so glad the Japanese has now finally realized that this is starting to actually be a detriment to their economy and to their business as a whole. So they're actually fighting back, which is great. Great. I love that this is a thing. So let's continue on to what it says. It says the 5 key principles of the entertainment and creative industries policy are listed as follows. 1. Large-scale, long-term strategic support. 2. Support efforts to spread Japan-made content to the world. 3. No interference in the content of creative works, which is already a great thing to hear. 4. Provide direct support. And 5. Prioritize those willing to take a challenge. Meaning, they're going to try their best to actually be creative what they people should be doing and take risks, because apparently in the gaming market, and even in the anime market, people are afraid to take risks. And the fact that games has been listed as one of these things, that it is already a good thing, because that means they're going to be more prone to take more risks with newer ideas, newer things, newer genres, newer game ideas, which is always, in my opinion, welcomed. I love the fact that we can always get newer mediums as a whole. So this is already good. So on to continuing of the next part. It says, in light of recent events, especially aggressive content restrictions and global pressure from payment process firms, the third principle of the policy has been attracting attention. In particular, as explained by Mehdi, the government's goal is to invest in IPs, human resources, and digital technologies, as well as support international distribution networks and overseas investments into building fandoms. Consequently, the third principle was suggested to reassure creators that the freedom of expression will be protected, that the government backing does not imply that the content of their works will be meddled in any way. That is just amazing. I love to hear it. You love to hear it. Y'all love to hear it. That means they can't be fucked with, they can't be messed with, and they need to be backed by the government. I hope this ends up being a big thing, because I'm sick and tired of Visa, MasterCard, and even PayPal censoring and getting them to censor content and not even being able to purchase certain content, because apparently it doesn't align with their politics, or it doesn't align with their beliefs and ideology. And it's so stupid, because you are a payment processor. You shouldn't judge or shouldn't dictate what people can and can't do with their own money. So it's crazy. It's crazy to me that they even think this is allowed, that they can even do this. So, and then it says, to end off with this, it says, furthermore, clause 4 of the policy proposal suggests that there will be more transparency behind the support process, meaning less reliance on intermediary companies and more of the support directly reaching those involved in the creation and popularization of content. As for the reasons behind the new policy proposal, Mehdi cites meager results in its previous efforts to expand the overseas market size for domestically produced content. While some of the measures did show results, Mehdi suggests that they were still at a low level compared to other countries like South Korea. The ministry commented they weren't able to expand the stock of tangible/intangible assets and raise labor productivity and wages to a satisfactory level, and are hoping the new policy helps Japanese produced content conquer the world. That is amazing to hear. That is amazing. You love to hear it. You'll love to hear it, guys. You'll love to hear it. Everybody on my channel, y'all love to hear it. This is already a good place and good direction for anime and Japan media as a whole to go to. This is already sounding to be something I fully support. I hope they can fully gatekeep, because I've said this for a while. We need to gatekeep our hobbies more, because there's certain people who just don't want to imbue into the culture of the hobby, don't want to accept the culture of the hobby, but just want to completely change it and destroy it from what it originally is. And that's something I will never agree. But anyways, you guys let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this article. I'm Kage of Chaos, and we're here to discuss about the future of the anime, and also talk about other things as well. But this has been a wonderful article. I'm going to leave a link as well down below so y'all can check out the original article. But anyways, this has been me talking about stuff in anime. If you guys want to let me know what y'all think and what your opinion is, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Peace. Okay, so that has been that. Anyways, I want to know what my chat thinks about it. I want to know what y'all guys' opinion on this is as a whole has been. I think this is a wonderful step in direction they're going for. That's what I genuinely believe. I figured anime was never in much danger. I don't think it was in danger per se, but I think it was getting to a point where we could see actual changes being made and actual things being replaced by the Western media as a whole, and it really got to a point where you could genuinely notice the difference. Even the anime I've watched currently have actually been actually what is it been completely replaced or rechanged to to fit their way of speaking, or like the slang of Gen Z language, which I've never liked. I've never liked the idea of hearing Gen Z language, or like even listening to Gen Z language, whether it be dub or even reading it in sub. So I've always had that disdain for that. So the fact that they're gonna keep it Japanese centric is really cool, because I want the direct translation of what they're saying in Japanese to be in English. And if you need to cut it short to specify certain sentences, that's completely fine by me. But don't ever completely change the language as a whole to fit what today's people speak. So I feel like this is going to be a great step in this direction. This is a long time coming that we've been doing for a while. So, but anyways, we're gonna this is that part of the anime news section. We're gonna switch over to gaming now. Gaming and film, essentially. So we're gonna do a little bit of gaming, and then we're gonna do a little bit of film. So this post, on to our next one. This post comes from Grums. It says Ubisoft postpones earning results, calls for trading to halt, which is wild, because this is literally showing you guys, and essentially we've known and we've kept up. If you've kept up like I have, I've been keeping up with Ubisoft's downfall. And I figured, yeah, Grum's right. But this has been a baffling thing I've ever heard about. So it says here, Paris, November 13th, 2025. So this was a day ago. So it says Ubisoft announces the postponement of the release of its results for the first half of fiscal year 2025-2026. So they're gonna postpone their announcements of their sales chart, which is crazy. Ubisoft has requested Euronext to halt trading of its shares, which is, I don't think they could possibly do this, but okay. And its bonds, and it shows the number for the bonds, from the market opening on November 14th, 2025, until the publication of its first half 2025 to 2026 results in the coming days. Ubisoft will inform the market of the date on which trading will restart. Can they even do this? Like, is this possible for them to do this? And then we got comments saying, I hope this doesn't delay Assassin's Creed Viking. I'm looking forward to see how good Zendaya can voice act the principal Viking protagonist. That's funny. And yeah, exactly. As this one Twitter user puts it, how is this not cheating? We have bad results, so we're suspending trading. Like I'm liking that. How is that? What? How? Yeah, exactly. How is that? And here's another image from someone else. It says, oh my goodness, the stock from today, from yesterday. Oh my goodness. I imagine it's probably worse. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I went up just a little. It went up just a little, as you can see. But not by much, if I'm being honest. Look at that. Not by much. Not by much at all. So it was the other day. We're gonna go back here. It was $1.39, $1.39. It went up a couple cents. Yeah, I thought Assassin's Creed Shadows had several million players. I thought Assassin's Creed Shadows had several million players on the thing. Like, what's going on? What do you mean? What do you mean? Massive layoffs. Layoff for the people who made AC Shadows. Exactly. Only time will tell. Let's see what other memes they got. Ubisoft. Did we at least own the chats? Oh, okay, that's funny. I'm gonna like that one. I'm gonna like that one as well. Do healthy companies normally call for trading halts to their equity shares and debt? Right. What? But journalists assured me their latest game sold amazingly well. How could this happen? Like, that's the funny thing I find hilarious. I thought Assassin's Creed sold 2 million players. 2 million players. 2 million players were engaged. Like, what happened? What happened to the 2 million players that were engaged? But like, oh wait, that's not copies sold. It's players engaged. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's see the other post, which it says like this is also comes from Pirate Nation. Ubisoft CFO tells employees that the trading halt of stock is to limit unnecessary speculation. So yeah, it just shows everyone games media is compromised. This is so funny. So the reason they're telling them to hold the stock is because they want to limit, and they want people to limit the unnecessary, and I quote, unnecessary speculation. I totally believe that, and I call bullshit on that. That is no way. That is so funny. There's no way. And even the euro, everything on their stock has gone down. That's just hilarious. And then you got a post from By Disgusting saying, did wonders for them today. It's not really speculation when they can even have 3 days of rise after a 10-day long plummet. It's observation. That's, oh my, 10 days just plummeting. That is sad. Look at this. From 1 day ago, and I bet if you go to 5 year or the max, it's just gonna be a big arrow going down. This is just, this is funny to watch. Absolutely, they get what they deserve. They get what they deserve. They tried selling NFTs. They would not halt trading if they were expecting to hit their targets to be hit, right? But this is what they deserve, right? They tried selling an NFT game. It failed horribly. They tried it again, and it sold horribly again. The only thing they did good so far was making that Rayman show. That one animated show that they did that actually popped off and actually people liked. That was the one thing they did good. Otherwise than that, they are just dying. They are dying on the hill right now.
You could not live.
Ubisoft finally having to abandon DEI to rescue their company from bankruptcy.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you?
To me.
Back to me.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this Ubisoft situation. Just some memes. I'm gonna like this one. Like the disgusting post, like this post from Pirate Nation. But yeah, that's just hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, on to our next topic. This is something that's probably gonna get me copyrighted. So we're gonna watch this in snippets, and we're gonna skim through this. Okay, so I don't want to get in trouble with this. So we're gonna skim through this, okay? But we're gonna react to this. Ready? So this is the Mario movie, and this is this is. I thought for a second I thought it was gonna be a Super Mario movie 2, the Mario movie 2 or something like that. But apparently this is a Super Mario Galaxy movie. This is essentially a sequel to the Mario movie. So we're gonna go ahead and try to react to this as much as we can before I stop it completely. So you got Bowser, okay. Then what else you got?
Hey, big
Okay.
guy!
Okay, so that's the last time that. By the way, I thought the Mario movie was pretty okay. All right, I thought the Mario movie was alright. It was a kids movie, so what can you expect? They did it justice, so we'll see how this one turns out.
You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Sip in
Okay.
the soup, cleaning the paint.
Okay.
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones!
Wow.
Okay, so Bowser's been trapped in a small castle. That's what from what we can tell. And then it says when is it? It's supposed to be this April. Okay. They're doing exactly what the game entails, I guess. Is this gonna? Oh, okay. So Mario's voice? No, it's not the actual Mario voice. I think it's gonna be Chris Pratt again. But weird that they're going from Mario Galaxy. So this is weird. This is going from Mario Galaxy to Super Mario Odyssey. Look at this. This is from Super Mario Odyssey. If any of you guys played Mario Odyssey, this is legitimately the same pyramid you go into in Super Mario Odyssey. This is confusing now. So you're saying it's a Super Mario Galaxy movie, but you're not really focused on the galaxy as a whole? Granted, they didn't do that with the Super Mario movie either. They also included Mario Kart as a whole, but still, you could have at least made the Super Mario Odyssey movie as like a separate thing instead of combining them. So I don't know how this is gonna be, but we'll see what this entails. But this is the exact location for the Odyssey game. So they always ignore the lore. Yeah, it seems like they always do ignore the lore. Oh, and then there's Bowser Jr.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
I don't know how to feel about that voice. I don't know how to feel about that voice. I guess it fits him, per se. I wouldn't say it's like perfectly fits him, you know? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this voice. And that's it, the Mario Galaxy movie. I had to skim through most of it, but yeah. And there's Rosalina.
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Those things didn't talk in the game, so that's weird that they talk now. Okay, well, in April of next year, it's not that bad, but I don't know. I'm indifferent to it, but let's see. This is something I noticed as well on the same topic of the Mario movie. We're gold bossing now, right? So apparently, Brie Larson has been cast as Rosalina in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Okay, chat, I know you're gonna hate me here. Okay, I understand the hate she deserves. But I feel like it's been a while now. I think she kind of deserves a redemption arc. Don't you think? Like, you can disagree completely as well. But I genuinely feel like she deserves at least some sort of redemption arc. if she takes this role seriously, okay, and she actually voice acts for the series, I feel like it would be okay. You can get on her good graces. But already, I feel like with her being already announced in the movie, it's already a bad taste in people's mouth. I hate to say it, but when you hear Brie Larson, it's already a bad taste in everybody's mouth, which is a sad thing to say. But I'm indifferent. I'm a little bit optimistic in this. I'll give it a chance. All right, but if the movie turns out to shit, I guess we know who to blame. No, I'm playing. But oh my goodness, I just think of this. Okay, so this is some good news. That reminds me, I need to finish Basmati Blues. I don't feel one way or another about Larson. Okay. But I didn't realize this is a thing. So it says Brie Larson threw her boyfriend out of the house for saying she took Super Mario Galaxy too seriously. Okay, so that's a good thing. So that means that she actually might have passion for this project. Because Brie Larson voiced Envy Adams. And by the way, in the Scott Pilgrim anime, I'd never watched it, so I couldn't even tell. So. But let's continue on Brie Larson. So, Brie Larson also made a post on her Instagram. It says, the most precious, Brie Larson via Instagram. Hello, everyone. So, I just want to hold this day in our hearts. Today is May 21st. I wanted you to hear me from me first that I am going to be in the next Super Mario movie. It's called Super Mario Galaxy, and I play Rosalina. It's an absolute dream come true. I'm sitting here wearing my correct colors, and I didn't have time to color my hair. Sorry, I couldn't go full cosplay this time. It's a dream come true. I'm so excited for you to see the movie, and I'm just holding it in my heart right now, and I can't wait to share it with you later this year. When you'll find out, but right now, I know nobody else does. Yay.
Hello, everyone. So I just want to hold this day in our hearts. Today is May 20th.
That haircut does not look good on her. I ain't gonna fault you. That haircut looks, I have some words to say. I have some words I want to say, but I ain't gonna fault you. That haircut does not look good.
21st. I'm going in here away from everybody so that no one hears me. But I wanted you to hear from me first that I am going to.
Okay, don't get me wrong. She's a beautiful woman. But I think the way her character, the way her character looks, the way her character is, and the way she portrays herself is not so good. She looks like a clown diver. Exactly. I was gonna say something like that, but I was like, you know what? Baby tube, I can't say anything on YouTube like that. I'll get in trouble, so I held my tongue.
I'm going to be in the next Super Mario movie. It's called Super Mario Galaxy, and I play Rosalina. It is an absolute dream come true. I'm sitting here wearing my correct colors, and I didn't have time to color my hair, so.
That doesn't even look blue. What is she talking about? Those correct colors. That looks nothing like Rosalina's blue. What?
Sorry, I couldn't go full cosplay this time, but it's a dream come true. I'm so excited for you to see the movie, and I'm just holding it in my heart right now, and I can't wait to share it with you later this year when you'll find out, but right now I know nobody else does. Yay! Hello.
Well then, let's see what the comments say. People that are hating on Brie should go watch Room and Short Term 12. Okay. So hear from her first in a video she couldn't release for months until Nintendo showed the trailer. Right? Freak. Me trying to live my life. LGBT propaganda. That's crazy. I'm wearing the correct colors, so she wears light gray instead of light blue. What? Is she colorblind? Exactly, that's what my thoughts are saying. I'm like, what do you mean? This is okay, this is weird. And again, here's her actual voice in the... So, this is the first time I'm hearing this. This is her voice in the actual movie.
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble princess named Peach.
I want to hear the story about the plumbers.
We did that one last night.
Plumber, 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 plumber.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not so bad. I was iffy about it at first. She doesn't
Hey.
sound terrible. She doesn't sound terrible. She actually sounds like someone you could see in the role. She fits with the characters of the Lumas as well. She fits the Lumas perfectly as well. So
Once upon a time, there
so
was
okay, so it's not so bad. Then there's some memes here. Okay. I'll give them a benefit of the doubt. This is from the official Super Mario Galaxy movie page. So this is from officially them. So, and this is also a post I wanted to just laugh at because this comes from Aru. That I think it's funny because I love how she always has some topics that I've always seen that she gives some dog shit takes. Please don't bash on her. Please don't bash on her. Don't go after her. Nothing like that. I don't support that. But I will just laugh about it. She says, grifters will cry. I didn't play or care about any Mario games since Mario Kart 64. Never cared about a Mario show after Super Mario World. Won't be watching this shit, Lil. Understandable. This is from her. She says, grifters will cry and foam out at the mouth because it's Brie Larson. But the majority of fans are actually happy they went with someone who is a genuine fan of the series, even if they didn't care for her in Marvel. Like, be so for real, LMAO. Look, it's funny always, they throw this word every time, grifters. They always throw that word every time. It's that buzzword that everybody can throw. Oh, I'm going to make your point invalid and throw the buzzword grifter. So your point becomes very invalid. Woo-wee. Genuine fans, stop capping, right? I'm going to throw the buzzword. Woohoo. I'm a grifter now. But it's never been about that. It's the fact that Brie Larson said some controversial things. Brie Larson's character as a whole said some stupid shit on television during the Marvel fiasco. So everyone had a reason to dislike her. She still hasn't apologized for that kind of shit. So everybody's still angry at her. I think some people are just angry because she ruined the Marvel movies. I don't think that. I feel like it's more or less that she tried and spreading the whole your heroes don't mean anything, so we're replacing them by powerful women, doing the whole women movement thing. And don't get me wrong, it's great and everything. Oh, trending Iron Mouse. Okay, that's cool. But anyways, like I was saying before, I got my ADHD to pull in, start completely get me sidetracked. But I think it's crazy that they try to always portray this as grifters, do this and that, and when really no, I think it's actually genuinely just the fact that she said some stupid shit at the time. She still hasn't apologized, but my thing, and then somebody says, my thing is, even if they don't like her as a person, what does that have to do with her acting ability? Some of her acting ability is a little off and iffy, okay? Something ethical consumerism, something strong woman, something political agenda, something they've lost the plot. Okay, it's always funny how they think they can make fun of people who say that. Like I said, I like strong women and characters if they're done good, like Casca. Exactly. There's nothing, for me at least, there's nothing wrong with a strong woman as a character, as long as they're portrayed correctly. But when you inject them into just to send a message, or you inject them for the sake of being there, or whatever, I think it's fucked up. I think you shouldn't do that. I support every cause for women and everything. But I think I advocate for most of the women's stuff. But at the same time, it's like I said, I'm a mixed bag when it comes to women. You're gonna laugh, but this is for true. I'm half feminist, half misogynist, half feminist. Okay, so I'm equally in the middle when it comes to that. I can be a feminist for certain things, but I can be a misogynist for certain things as well. So, it's just me being me. It's genuinely how I feel at times. I will be misogynistic towards things, and I will be feministic towards things as well. So, that is me genuinely, a mixed bag. Lol, that almost didn't sound right. Yeah, I'm essentially a mixed bag when it comes to how I feel on topics like this. But it's funny how. Anyways, this is not really serious. It's just kind of funny that they always say, "Oh, I'm not gonna listen to you," or we're not gonna listen to you at all because grifters are angry. No, some people have a right to be angry. Some people have a right to be upset because there's some things that they've said or they have said that that actually has fucked up people's careers. Like, look at Snow White, for example. What did Rachel Zegler said? Oh, we're gonna change the story because it's about a white man doing this because it's weird. Like, and look what happened to her. She's completely disappeared off the face of Hollywood. Like, I think it's very deserving. Like, if you say some stupid shit like that and you don't expect to have consequences from your actions, and especially what you have said as a person yourself, including myself as well, don't be surprised when they start coming at you or start dogging on you over the dog shit takes you have. So, I think people whine and about the grifters because not a small portion of people do listen to them. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that's the funny thing about it as well. They always try to use this buzzword, but they know people actually listen to those quote unquote grifters. They listen to those quote unquote right wing leaning people. I could probably get called the same thing if this video becomes big or this stream becomes big or something like that, and I become big and I get called the same right wing grifter. I could be called the same thing. Politically speaking, I'm more in the middle. I'm a centrist. I am a centrist at heart. But even if I do say something that is normal or reasonable as a normal, reasonable take, they will still continue to call you a right-wing grifter because it's a buzzword. It's the same way that the N-word, not the N-word you're thinking, alt-right, far-right, istaphobe, bigot, incel, all those buzzwords, right? The Nazi word, yeah, the word Nazi. It sounded like I was thinking, y'all were thinking, it's not the other N-word you would think, but I'm thinking about Nazi. It's like that word as well, where it's being used as a buzzword as well to dismiss people's opinions, and it's frustrating as hell because some people have the most sane and normal takes, but no, because you don't agree with me wholeheartedly, you're an istaphobe, you're an alt-right, you're a far-right, you're a bigot, you're an incel, you're a grifter. Like, all those buzzwords that just don't mean anything anymore. Like, it means absolutely nothing. When I see that kind of behavior, I like to say it's loser behavior because that word actually means something, unlike those other words like a bigot or incel or whatever. So, but I always find it funny. But yeah, that's the Super Mario movie stuff. I don't know. I'm skeptical about this. I don't know what y'all think in chat, but I'm skeptical. I'll when the movie comes out, I'll give it a watch and I'll give it my honest thoughts. But otherwise than that, I don't know. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, on to our next one. I'm kind of moving a little fast. I'm gonna go a little slower this time around. But we have a few videos we're gonna be watching. These are longer videos, so this is gonna take up the most portion of the stream. So this is a Steam, and Steam has announced something that I not expect at all. This is my first time viewing it, first time watching it as well, and we're gonna watch some other videos as well. Hold up, that's gonna be something else.
Hey, what's up, here? So when it comes to
that's something else we can find for later. But anyways, well, this is my first time reacting to this. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna see what this is about now.
Hey everyone, this is Steam Deck. Steam Deck is our powerful, portable, handheld game.
I have yet to get a Steam Deck. I want a Steam Deck badly. I have yet to get one. Man, if I get a Steam Deck, I'll be gaming on that thing everywhere. I'll be gaming on that thing on the shitter as well. I'll be taking a shit and playing on my Steam Deck.
PC that lets you take your Steam library with you anywhere. We're pretty proud of it. People who own Steam Decks have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck. This is a video about the future of Steam hardware. Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup.
Okay.
All connect you with powerful PC gaming. All are optimized for gaming with Steam, and all are shipping in early 2026. Let's start with this one.
Okay, okay. I figured it'd be a controller, okay? Everybody knows you have to have a controller.
This is the new Steam.
What the hell am I looking at? This is a big-ass controller. Why has it got 2 touchpads? Why not just use one whole touchpad? This doesn't make sense. Why do that? That looks so wonky. Why not just combine these 2 touchpads into one big one? Put it right here, move these 2 and rotate them at least slightly like a PS5 controller, and then move these 2 back down to the bottom. Why put them here? That makes no sense. That's a weirdly designed controller.
The new Steam controller.
And it looks bulky on top of that, so I was like, that just looks even weirder. Yeah, it looks like crap, but it may be actually functional. That's the thing.
The new Steam controller puts all of your Steam games at your fingertips, so you can play wherever and however you want. Just like with Steam Deck, we want you to be able to play any game with your Steam controller, even games never built with a controller in mind. It has all the great features from Steam Deck, like trackpad.
Okay, so you've got dual trackpads. Again, that doesn't make sense. Why put dual with them? 2 of them.
Features from Steam Deck.
You could have placed them somewhere else, like I said, in the middle. You've got HD haptics, which is the same thing a PS5 controller, okay? You can press the touchpad with the meat of your thumb. That's still weird. Still weird. I don't know. I'd have to have my hands on the controller to actually understand how this works. I can't imagine it in my head. You got gyro, you got grip buttons, okay, so back buttons, which is pretty cool. Full-size controls, okay. Cap sense thumbsticks, okay. And a Steam button.
Trackpads, gyro, and back buttons.
Quick access menu, okay.
All in a
Steam core shortcut, Steam input, and custom
form
binding.
factor.
Pretty cool.
Its next generation magnetic thumbstick.
Okay, we're gonna go back there. Hold on. Let's hear that again. What?
Its next generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play with improved response.
That's a good sign. If you guys aren't like if none of you guys at least or in stream know what it means or what it is, that is a good sign to hear. That is essentially the newer Hall effect sticks that have been coming out. These are no longer Hall effect sticks now. Hall effect sticks are still a good upgrade for your controllers to no longer have stick drift. But this is a brand new technology that was released a couple months ago for a newer version of stick controls to no longer have stick drift. So this is a TMR, a technological magnetic, something like that. But it's TMR. But it has to do with magnets and everything instead, and is a superior version of Hall stick effects, which is a great thing. I have a controller with Hall stick effects that I haven't touched or opened yet because I want to use my other controller, which is my PS5 DualSense Edge, completely until it breaks, so I can use the one I got, which is a special controller. It's the 30th anniversary PlayStation controller. I got it on eBay. It was pretty good, and I got the guy replaced it with Hall effect sticks, and Hall effect sticks feel nice and everything, but TMR, which are the new sticks, are great. They are by far going to last you the longest. And I'm so excited that these controllers are going to have this. This is innovative as hell. Because if these controllers sell really well, which I know they will, it's gonna bring up more opportunities for newer consoles, especially specifically PlayStation in this sense, that they start releasing their consoles with basic Hall effect sticks and basic TMR sticks, and or even the upgraded sticks have TMR ones. So this is already good, already great. I can't wait for this.
Responsiveness and longevity. We've put capacitive touch sensors on the thumbsticks and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb or your pinky if you're feeling fancy.
Okay, I see. So I see why those touchpads are there. Okay.
Play for way too long with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that allows for over 30.
This gets even better with the controller. This gets even better with the controller. A lithium-ion battery. That is by far one of the greatest batteries you could possibly get for anything. What?
Lithium-ion battery that allows for over 35 hours of playtime.
35 hours. That is wild. 35 hours. If that is true, if that is the actual thing, and they actually implement this into the controller, this is by far one of the best controllers you could possibly get. Don't get me wrong. The design function looks dog shit. I ain't gonna lie. But the features and specs in this controller sound amazing.
With Steam Controller, we want to make charging and wireless pairing something that's...
And by the way, I noticed that they can count to 3 this time. Maybe we get a Half-Life 3 finally?
actually easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination wireless adapter and magnetic charger included with...
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, that is very cool. So you can wirelessly adapt to thing as long as it's plugged into one thing. And then you could charge it on top of it. That is pretty neat.
Every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, snap it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too. The new Steam controller works with any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck, or the new Steam Machine.
Huh?
Oh, this is the new Steam Machine.
Whoa. Okay, this looks pretty cool. It's a small box. That's amazing. It's a small ass box. Okay, I need to know the specs for this.
Steam Machine is a...
This is pretty cool.
Powerful gaming PC.
Okay, so they didn't say it's a console. They said it's a gaming PC. So they consolified a PC. Okay. That's very interesting.
In a small but mighty package, designed for your games on the big screen.
It's basically a super up Xbox. Okay, that's pretty neat.
Quiet too, which is crazy since it's 6 times more powerful than a
6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. Okay.
Steam Deck, powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU.
A discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU. Okay. So what kind of GPU? What are we talking about? The Snapdragon 3 or what is it? Is it a new Snapdragon or is it something else?
4K gaming at 60 frames per second.
4K gaming at 60 frames per second. I don't know. I feel a little iffy about that. I don't know if I can believe that.
With FSR. Steam Machine.
Oh, that's what FSR. Okay, FSR. If you're including FSR, then maybe I can believe that.
Run SteamOS made for a bigger screen. Built for gaming in your living room, your office, or wherever you play, with the rest of your PC accessories. Steam Machine borrows some great features from Steam Deck, like...
So it's got SteamOS, by far the better operating system known to man. Fast suspend/resume, same with the Steam Deck, which is pretty cool. Desktop mode, also pretty cool. Seamless updates, notifications, and Steam input.
Lightning.
So you could probably plug in a PS5 controller to this as well, which is also great.
Fast sleep and wake. An SD card slot.
Or an Xbox controller as well, a Switch controller, anything.
To easily expand your storage. And bring some new tricks.
Okay, that is by far the coolest thing. That is by far one of the most
SD card slot.
Coolest things. You can insert an SD card slot, and that means you can manually yourself upgrade it to a 4 terabyte SD card slot for it. That is actually really good. Crazy. They're actually doing something really good. They are breaking this space. Holy hell, they are innovating so much. who knows how PlayStation and Xbox will respond.
To easily expand your
At this point, I think Xbox is out of the game.
storage.
But PlayStation or Switch or Nintendo, you never know.
And bring some new tricks of its own, like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show. Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want, and it works with all your favorite desktop and gaming accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller, with the low latency,
That's pretty cool.
wireless connectivity of the Steam controller puck built right in.
Xbox sucks, Cox. Yeah.
And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yep, this is Steam Frame.
Now this is what gets me excited.
Steam Frame is
I am a huge VR gamer. I love my VR games. Seeing this is already cool because that means they're going for the VR route. PlayStation said they've given up on VR, which sucks because I wanted to see more games on PSVR 2. And I have one, and now I can still play the games I have currently on PSVR 2, but it sucks that they're not wanting to support as much. MetaQuest 3 still gets support from Facebook, but they don't know if they're going to release another one or not. If the Steam VR sells really well, which I feel like it will be, sold really well, or the Steam Frame now sells really well, you bet your sweet bippy that MetaQuest and PlayStation are going to do their best to refine it again on the VR space. I understand for people, VR gaming space is a niche, but there's so many cool games that are on there that so many people don't realize or miss because they think VR gaming sucks. It's such a cool gaming headset. If you want to go basic and generic, go with a MetaQuest 3 or even a MetaQuest 2 because they're pretty cheap as well. Or just look at the marketplace. Look at Facebook Marketplace. There's people selling all kinds of shit, especially headsets as well. So
Valve's next gen.
And with the haptic body armor as well, there's a chest armor thing you can wear where you can genuinely feel on your chest like somebody's touching you or something like that. It's also pretty immersive.
Generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike, in this comfortable.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Stream all your VR games, non-VR and VR. That's pretty cool.
Lightweight wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your game.
Every headset is using camera-based tracking finally, which should have been done a long time ago. But the MetaQuest 3 does it. The PlayStation 5 does it. With the PSVR VR 2. I'm excited for this. I'm genuinely excited for this.
Games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking.
Same controls stolen directly from Quest 3. I ain't gonna lie, it's the same design.
For all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumb.
That is something they don't have, though. The same TMR sticks. That is pretty crazy.
Sticks a Steam controller for responsiveness and longevity. Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset.
That's pretty cool. If I have one of these and in a controller, I'll be playing my Steam library on this the entire day. I'll just be laying down in bed with a blanket over me, with a controller in my hand, and just be playing this. Because this is pretty cool.
To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter what, Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated Wi-Fi 6 connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking.
Okay, so this is the same thing essentially with PSSR. What is it that not the PSSR, but the PSVR 2 does. When I use the headset and I play the headset currently, it does the same thing where it makes everything farther away, lower resolution, and blurrier. And the closer you get to something, it looks very, very, very good. But when it loads in, and it's good for loading in things as well.
And Steam Frame is a PC. Running.
Okay, so this is pretty cool as well. The pisser, yeah. The SD card slot to expand your storage on that thing as well is also pretty amazing. I think, let alone that you can also play your base games on there. I think you could just buy this separately and just enjoy your games, VR and non-VR, and be able to get an SD card to import it. It's like a mini PC, they said. It might not run every game perfectly, but it's still a good option. This is pretty good. We only gotta wait to see the price. The price is gonna be a big factor in this.
SteamOS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also expand your onboard storage to fit even more games with a microSD card. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame. All built with the same DNA as Steam Deck. All powered by Steam.
Yeah, how much is the big question.
Work together and can be used however you'd like with whatever peripherals and accessories you choose. Everything you see here is the culmination of what we've learned from our previous hardware experience and what we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem, giving
chat. Hold on, I'm getting hungry. Sorry. I'm
more
gonna
ways
look and see if I get something to eat.
to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame are all shipping in early 2026. Learn more at steampowered.com/hardware.
Okay. That's otherwise than that, I'm excited. I'm excited for this for once. They've got me actually interested in this. Dude, Steam is gonna change the game. I hear cash registers ringing while he's talking. Exactly right. Yeah. Like this is gonna be a cool thing already. Okay, now it's that. Yep. So I'm excited for this.
The Gabe Cube.
No, not that. Sorry. I'm excited for this. This is continuing on the Steam Deck. Somebody already has their hands on it. Linus Tech Tips. I don't know if you guys know who Linus Tech Tips is. Let me go ahead and hold on, chat, real quick.
Valve dropped.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and send the link for this video as well down below. Do you know Linus Tech Tips? Okay. God, I'm getting hungry. Fuck. Sorry. I'm starting to get fucking hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I skipped lunch. I've skipped lunch and breakfast today. Like a dumbass. Okay, so here's the link. We're gonna leave the original link right here. There's the original link to Linus Tech Tips video. I'm gonna subscribe. I forgot I wasn't subbed. I thought I was subbed, but I guess not. There's the original link right there. And so we're gonna watch essentially the new console and controller. He's reviewing a first look at the Steam Machine and the Steam controller. So here we go.
Valve dropped 3 absolute bombs today. The Steam Frame standalone VR headset, that's going to have to be a separate video.
That's a separate video, and we can go watch that later on down the road when he releases that, but that's a separate video. I'm excited to watch that.
One focusing on the new Steam
But he's got his hands already on this.
Machine, and yes, the wait is finally over, the 2026 edition Steam controller. Let's start with a little history. Over 10 years ago, Valve announced their first version of SteamOS, a Linux-based.
So this is a Steam OS.
Operating system that would free gamers from the shackles of Microsoft Windows. No, it was a total commercial flop. But instead of giving up on Steam machines, Valve doubled down, working with game developers on Linux native ports of their games and with open source developers on the Proton compatibility layer that makes their Steam Deck handheld out-of-the-box compatible with thousands of Steam games, even ones that only ever shipped on Windows. The Steam Deck is believed to have sold millions of units at this point, and no wonder given its great balance of solid gaming and outstanding affordability. But its mobile form factor has given it certain limitations and left gamers hungry for something more substantial. And well, here it is. I'm calling it the Lunchbox. 1, because it's substantial, like lunch. 2, because
Man, why are you talking about food, bro? He's gonna make me hungry. Fuck.
it's cube-shaped, like a box. And 3, because I think this thing
I was gonna wait till we're done with all these topics for today to get myself something to eat, but brother, he keeps talking about
is going to
please don't bring up food.
Xbox's lunch. Okay, that last one was a bit of a
After
reach.
seeing those Doritos, I'm like, okay. Since we're reacting to this video, we're gonna let the
Not as
sponsor
far
play.
as I'm reaching. For this segue to our sponsor.
Hold up, RoveLab is having a sale, 60% off. They're easy to move and they're easy to use and super comfy. But I got a little guys gotta celebrate somehow. Hear that? That's the sound of the holidays coming. Because if you spend over $100
That's funny.
at lttstore.com, you'll get a 1 in 10 chance of winning something big. You can win a pair of Sennheiser HD 550 headphones. Or if you're really lucky, you may be selected to win a brand new ROG Xbox Ally X. This is fun. But hurry, you only have until November 26th. Shop now at lttstore.com.
In what,
What
has
an
become
intro.
typical Valve fashion, they've been atypically open about the new Steam machine, giving us direct access to the engineering folks who worked on
Okay,
these
so that's pretty cool that the fact that they were able to actually get their hands on it and actually work with the people who are making the Steam machine. Okay, that's pretty cool.
devices. The only thing I didn't have today was time, so we're going to get through this as fast as we can. At the heart of the Steam machine is
Okay, so here's the specs. You got an AMD 6-core Zen 4. Oh, that's pretty good. You got semi-custom AMD RDNA 3 chip. 8 gigabytes. Ooh. 8 gigabytes. Ooh, that's rough. 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 for the GPU. So the CPU is a 6-core Zen, which is pretty cool, which is already pretty good. Decent, it's pretty decent. Hold on, Chad, I'll be right back. Sorry, Chad, I had a phone call. 8 gigabytes equals 800 by 600. Yeah, but I don't know. I think they could have given us a little bit more on VRAM. But it's okay because you're getting 16 gigabytes of DDR5. So 18 plus the 8, 16 plus the 8. That makes 23, 24, I'd say. So the specs are pretty decent. They're pretty good specs. I ain't gonna lie. The Gen Core, the 6 core Zen 4 already is it's 24, yeah. 24 gigabytes in total. That's not bad actually. 24 gigabytes of RAM altogether. But the 6-core Zen 4 is actually a pretty good CPU. It was it's the same CPU that was used in their Steam Deck, so it's a pretty good CPU. The actual semi-custom AMD one, this is a different one. This is a complete different one from the one they had previously. The previous chip they had, the previous GPU they had was a regular RDNA 2, but this is a full-on this is a semi-custom AMD RDNA 3, so this is already pretty good specs. 512, so it comes in two versions, a 512 gigabyte one or a 2 terabyte one, which is pretty good. And then micro SD slot. So okay. Oh, I see. So you got an M2 chip for SSD. You can put a 2 terabyte SSD with an M2 NVMe chip, a slot for it, which is pretty good already as is, and a micro SD slot. I don't know how interchangeable these will be, but hopefully it's really good interchangeable. Hopefully you can replace these easily. But the micro SD slot already kicks the bucket and storage wise alone. So
6-core AMD Zen 4 based CPU that turbos up to 4.8 gigahertz with 16 gigs of RAM.
Okay, 4.8 gigahertz. Okay, that's pretty good.
8 gig GPU that they compared to a 7600 XT-ish. But
okay, so they said the semi-custom AMD RDNA, they compared it to a 7600 XT, which is already good enough. Already great. So
they were also quick to point out that it might not be apples to apples thanks to their custom software stack and power tuning. Basically, the goal was that pretty much anything on Steam should run at 4K 60 FPS if you're willing
to... Oh, really? Borderlands? Yeah. So pretty much, so they're saying anything pretty much should run 4K 60 frames per second.
To turn down the details and...
If you're willing to turn down the details and...
use a little bit of FSR.
And use a little bit of FSR. Okay. So yeah, you're going to have to modify here and there for you to actually do that. Okay.
Scaling. And we saw that on display with Cyberpunk running in the demo room at these settings. Valve says to expect about 6 times the performance of the Steam Deck. Now, I was a little surprised to not see an SoC with shared memory, but apparently the decision to go for discrete CPU and GPU came down to balancing cost, power, size, and performance, and also they just didn't feel like they needed to. And I guess Valve was right, because they nailed this thing. Compared to a more traditional ITX small form factor machine, like the OG Steam Machine reference design, you can see that it's a lot smaller.
This is the OG Steam Machine. This is the Framework desktop, and this is a Steam Machine. Okay.
More on par with
the OG Steam Machine. I didn't realize there was a thing of OG Steam Machine. This is my first time hearing of it.
A highly integrated design, like something like the Framework desktop. Investment disclosure. Like the Framework desktop, Valve allows customization.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. The whole front panel you can customize. Oh, that's gonna be so cool for people. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you can put on there. If I were to get one, I definitely would put one of an anime or like Kage number 8 or something like that, because the customizability of that is gonna be amazing.
The front panel,
and then you can get like a custom skins. Like I think if I remember, I think D-Brand, who's known for doing PlayStation stuff. Hold on, we're gonna look at it right now. D-Brand, yeah, D-Brand is known to doing stuff already for PlayStation and Steam Deck stuff. Already and phones. Already they've announced that they're gonna do something for Steam. So this is already pretty cool. This is what is it? Yeah. If you look at the PlayStation 5 skins, look at these. Hold on. Let's say if I do the PlayStation 5 disc edition. Okay. Can you scroll down? So they've got dark plates. They've got other ones as well. They've got dark plates. They've got you can do light strips as well on this. Like you can do all sorts of stuff on here. Like, I think it's pretty cool. A glow in the dark, a glow in the dark one as well, with green LEDs. That would be cool. So already, the D-Brand has some really good stuff. And they're already making one for the Steam machine. I gotta find it. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Companion Cube right there. Look. The Steam Machine Companion Cube. They're already doing the Companion Cube from Portal for the Steam Machine. That's already amazing. Already they have plans for this. D-Brand always does the coolest things imaginable. Like, this is already pretty cool. Yeah, you got retro dark plates as well that they have. I don't know if you can still buy these, but yeah, you can still buy them. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, back to what we were talking about earlier.
Plates, and they're going to provide the CAD files so you can put whatever your heart desires on here. They even had a machine in the demo room with an e-ink display that was showing system vitals.
Yeah, e-ink display, which is already going to be cool. So they're going to be even LED displays, LCD displays way later as well.
They're going to provide the CAD files so you can put whatever your heart desires on here. They even had a machine in the demo room with an e-ink display that was showing system vitals. Pretty darn cool. But unlike the framework, it has a programmable RGB strip in the front that could be used to personalize your style or maybe show a progress bar while you switch your TV input and wait for your game to be downloaded. The sky's kind of the limit. The front of the device has a power button, micro SD slot, 2 USB 3 5 gigabit per second ports.
That's pretty good.
Then the rest of the I/O is in the back, where you'll find 2 USB 2 Type A ports, a
USB 2, which is weird. Why 2? Okay. Display port, which is already good. An HDMI 2.0, maybe 2.1 in the future. Okay. An Ethernet, of course. And then you've got a USB-C, 10 gigabytes per second, and of course, the actual plug-in power
10
cord.
gigabit per second port. No display port on there. That is worth noting. Gigabit Ethernet, power in for the integrated power supply. Good gravy, this thing is compact. As well as an HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.4 port. It is worth noting that HDMI 2.0 port, they have tested it at HDMI 2.1 speeds, but there are a couple of features that are not implemented, so they can't call it HDMI 2.1. Also at the back, we have a large 120mm cooling fan that draws air
that's
from
the inside
both
of it.
the
That's
intake on
wild.
the bottom that comes up through the power supply, as well as the large
There's that GPU right there.
heatsink on the front.
There's a heatsink right there, actually.
We're going to crack this thing fully open in a
I
sec.
look like a GPU.
First, I want to talk about the Steam controller. No, not that Steam controller.
That Steam. I did not know that was a Steam controller. That's crazy. I didn't realize that was a thing back then.
Controller, the new one, with the exact same name. Before you ask, yes, I made my case to Valve that this is unnecessarily confusing. No, they're not going to change it. The good news is Valve learned a lot from the first Steam controller, and this appears to be their most complete offering ever. To be fair, the original was really cool. I mean, it made non-controller games finally playable from the couch, thanks to their innovative haptic touchpad. They also unlocked novel input schemes with gesture control or like swiping with momentum. But they also turned off a lot of folks due to their deficiency of traditional joysticks. Well, that's solved.
It's still weird that
the Steam
touchpad's there, though.
Is everything that is great about the controller on the Steam Deck, but usable when your Steam Deck is in docked mode, or with your Steam machine, or with any other PC, investment disclosure. On the surface, it offers up a conventional ABXY button layout with a PlayStation-style symmetric joystick design that will work seamlessly out of the box with basically any game. The trackpads have been repositioned to better accommodate the arm's natural position while holding a smaller device compared to the wider Steam Deck, and all of the usual Valve buttons are included. A Steam button for opening the menu, their quick access button for bringing up the SteamOS overlay, 4 rear programmable buttons, the face buttons are satisfying with a nice amount of resistance, and the D-pad has been tuned from the Steam Deck for better feel. It feels okay to me, but I only got a couple minutes with it before Valve blew my mind. The joysticks are next generation TMR or
that's the actual word. Tunneling magnetoresistance. That is TMR sticks. That is the one holy grail of joysticks. And like, I am such a nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff because I've always liked the idea of customizing and modding my controllers. I've been wanting to learn for the longest time. But TMR sticks are by far the greatest thing that has been released so far. Hall effects are going to become a standard norm, hopefully one day. But TMR are going to be the most expensive, bougie item ones because TMR are really, really good for longevity. And the fact that they are the first controller, Steam has completely changed the game. And Steam is the first controller to do this and actually integrate a TMR tunneling, the tunneling system for the controller joysticks. It baffles me because I am hoping that if PlayStation 6 or PlayStation 6 handheld version, let's say, if they decide to do this, Sony, hopefully their base controller actually has Hall effect sticks or even TMR, because this is already changing the game. Completely adding a new innovation to controllers as a whole. So you would usually get the standard controllers, that stuff that would get stick drift all the time. Don't get me started on Nintendo Switch controllers, but this is new because this would make Sony and this would make Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox up their game by a whole lot.
Magneto-resistant joysticks, boasting superior accuracy and durability even compared to Hall effect joysticks. And the controller has been designed from the ground up for a superior gyroscopic aiming or mousing experience with capacitive thumbsticks and even capacitive grips, so you can configure your gyro to enable or disable depending on whether you put your thumb on the stick or even by simply loosening your grip, say to recenter and then reactivate gyroscopic aiming. They had a great demo with Balatro showing how you can use the game's built-in controller compatibility like a pleb, or, hear me out, trackpads with the right for movement and the left one split down the middle for left and right click. Or, hear me out again, gyro mouse using the face buttons for clicks. And if you don't care about gyro aiming, these capacitive inputs are all remappable as well, opening up a whole world of possibilities. Let's go even deeper. In addition to the haptic, texture-like feedback that you know and love from Valve's previous touchpads, the Steam controller has been upgraded.
Okay, so here's the specs inside. This looks really well built. This looks like a sturdy controller. Okay, that's crazy.
Large rumble motors for better immersion and a large battery.
It does look plasticky to certain aspects as well, which is a little worrying, but I think overall this is a well-made controller.
Good for 35 hours in the most demanding applications, and even better if you don't need quite as much.
So far, chat, what are your thoughts? I'm excited for all this new tech they're introducing. I'm so glad Linus has the video for it, and like I said, there's the link in the description for the original video as well. Go check this guy out because he got amazing tech videos. He was able to get his hands early access on this as well, and able to go in depth as well.
Much rumble, but I haven't even talked about the best part. If you've ever gamed over Bluetooth, you know that it can be inconsistent at best. Valve's solution? The puck. Every Steam controller comes with a wireless dongle that clips magnetically to the Steam controller using a couple of nice, strong alignment magnets. And it uses a proprietary 2.4 gigahertz wireless interface that Valve claims is good for about 8 milliseconds end-to-end latency and offers up superior resiliency when you're using multiple controllers. It allows 4 controllers per puck, so that's not as good as the Xbox dongle, which can do 8, but Valve has tested up to 4 pucks on a single system for a maximum of 16 players, meaning that you're probably going to run out of seats on your couch before you run out of controller compatibility. The last chef kiss on top is an IR emitter that's cozied up beside the power LED to help you find your controller when you're in VR. I love it.
Okay, that's pretty cool. What? That is pretty cool. What? I had no idea. What?
Cozied up beside the power LED to help you find your controller.
What? There's an IR indicator right close to the power on of the controller to help you actually find your controller when you want to play VR mode or VR, get the Steam frame on and actually play with controller on a big screen like that. That is pretty cool.
Is an IR emitter that's cozied up beside the power LED to help you find your controller when you're in VR. I love it. Now let's get back to the Steam machine who got naked while we were busy.
Oh, that's pretty. Wow. Oh, look how designed that is. Look how designed that thing is, chat.
Was to build something that is zero hassle. Grab-in game for the non-tinkerers. They really were laser focused on a console-like experience with quick suspend and resume and modern standby so that your games are already updated when you sit down to play. They also fully acknowledge that there are folks out there, guilty, who are tinkerers, and they've come up with an ingenious design for this thing that allows it to cater to both audiences. In advance, no, you're not going to be swapping out the BGA
Look at this
soldered processors. But what you can do is upgrade the storage with next to no hassle.
Oh, so that's where the storage is. Okay, so that's pretty good. The fact that you can upgrade the okay, that is pretty good. So you, not only you could switch your thing to a 2 terabyte SSD or even a 4 terabyte SSD, you could also put another 4 terabyte SD card on top of that. That is the amount of storage you're gonna have there is gonna be games for days. I don't even know if you have a big enough library for that kind of storage, but still.
2230 or larger 2280 sized M.2 drive. And while we couldn't go that deep today, Valve also confirmed that the memory uses standard SODIMM slots. Finally, while Valve hasn't actually told iFixit that this product is coming yet, they did say that they're hoping to continue their partnership that they've had on.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so Steam Deck has, iFixit has stuff for Steam Deck. You can replace and upgrade it as well. iFixit is a really good website. If you're a tech nerd like me as well, iFixit is a really, really good website for switching out your Steam Deck controllers, modifying your PlayStation controller, modifying your Steam Deck as a whole, modifying your Nintendo Switch as a whole, even your PlayStation Portal at times. But there's a lot of things you can do with iFixit that is actually pretty good. You replace screens. You could even do stuff for iFixit for older consoles, like a Nintendo 64 or like a DS or stuff like that. Such a good website. Enough shielding for this website, but still.
Making replacement parts available for end users. Awesome. Since we're in here, by the way, there are some really cool details that I'd love to highlight. The power supply, for one thing, is fully integrated to the point where it's actually part of the chassis, and the cooling solution pulls air directly through it, which avoids any need for it to have its own fan. The aforementioned Delta cooling fan is actually slightly thicker than the standard 25mm for extra static pressure, and it includes antenna mounts that are integrated into it, along with I/O mounts. Cool, right?
That's good.
Oh, this is actually a great look at the 4 antennas. So this is the back of the device where you have your 2 antennas for Wi-Fi 6E. Then if we flip it around to the front, we've got 1 antenna for Bluetooth peripherals and another one that is dedicated to your Steam controller or controllers. So that puck that's included with your controller is actually extra, and you could chuck it on another PC or next to your couch for charging. A major question mark, though, is of course price. Valve wasn't able to give any specific numbers due to rapidly evolving market conditions, but they
of course. They want to blame it on the tariff. Why am I not surprised?
Obviously have it nailed down when
as Trump would say, I love the Steam, but Steam needs to know you want to put everything in America. We only produce in America, or we don't make the Steam. The Steam machine sounds very, very lovely. I love to play my Gunner games on the Steam. But I don't want it to be from China. We don't like China, remember. We want everything in America. Remember, only building in America. Otherwise than that, it is okay. Anyways, I'm Trump. I approve this message. I'm gone. Bye-bye.
The Steam Machine launches in Q1 2026 alongside the new Steam controller. They did give me one hint, though. They said that while they expect it to be very competitively priced with a PC, that it will be priced like a PC.
Oh, okay. So you're already. So they said it's going to be priced like a PC. Okay, so I'm already expecting this price to... If the PlayStation 5 Pro is $750, outrageous price, by the way. And the Xbox Series X, how old is that Xbox Series X? Let me look it up again. I'm just not looking at the new price for that console. What? When was it released? It was released... Hold on. $5 years ago? You want to sell a 5-year-old console for almost $700.
Rather than like a...
I knew the Xbox got a price hike, but I did not expect it to be that much of a hike. Anyone who's joined in, welcome to our first ever KTT. This is Kage's Table Talk. We're doing some topic streams. We're currently on the Steam Deck, the Steam Machine, and the Steam Controller review.
Console with games subsidizing the upfront hardware purchase. They wouldn't say why, but if I had to guess, I'd say...
So if this is going to be priced like a PC, they said, I'm expecting this to be around 900, 800, I'd say. I don't think it could push into the thousands, but knowing Steam, who knows?
It's partially to avoid stepping on the margin opportunities of their potential partners for Steam games and Steam software, but also because they recognize that the Steam Machine is a full-fledged PC, capable of being used as a full-fledged PC. There's no guarantee then that, say, a corporate purchase of 10,000 of these things would result in a single game sale. So they really do need to protect the sustainability of their hardware business. Another major question mark is, where the heck is standalone SteamOS for custom PC builders? Well, we aren't going to get a formal SteamOS release for BYO hardware configurations anytime soon, but Valve has expanded the list of supported third-party devices, and they have supported installing the Steam Deck recovery image on AMD CPU and GPU systems for some time, and recently updated it to support their latest Zen 5 and RDNA 4 architecture processors. So nothing prevents you from building your own Steam machine and installing the software for free, though you will miss out on some things. HDMI CEC control, for instance, required Valve to build a custom motherboard in order to have your computer turn on alongside your AV receiver. And to get that on a BYO PC would require some serious cooperation between hardware makers that I don't know if we should hold our breath for. But the bulk of the experience should work pretty much out of the box. We may even get a release that supports a broader range of hardware in the future. But the vibe I'm picking up on around here is that it really depends on better support for Intel, and especially NVIDIA GPUs. I tried to get through everything, but I only had about 4 hours to get briefed on everything, write, and film.
We're going to watch the sponsor stuff, because again, we're not skipping his sponsor segment.
Especially NVIDIA GPU.
Hey man, I got a new couch, and I think I need some help.
Bro, you know I got some stuff to do today.
Come on, it won't take long.
Okay.
He doesn't know it's an M1 sofa from Rove Lab, babe. Moved it and set it up by myself. Now I'm watching Grab a Rave.
I really don't wanna lift a couch right now, but he's been there for me, and I'm gonna find a way to help him somehow.
Man, you made it,
but it's already set up.
Man, you're the greatest.
How did you lift it by yourself?
It's made of strong, yet comfortable foam.
This is funny.
It's easy to move, and anywhere in your home.
999 US dollars. Yeah, I think so as well.
Celebrate because there's a Black Friday sale and everything's 60% off, brother.
I tried to get through everything, but I only had about 4 hours
so that
to
was
get
a
briefed on
sponsor.
everything right and
That was
film,
that
so
segment.
my apologies. Now,
Again, I'm
assuming
excited
that
for
one's
this.
up yet, go check out the video on.
I'm excited for this Steam Machine. I'm genuinely excited for the Steam Machine. So, our next one, this is something I have not watched. This is we're gonna watch this, and then eventually to finish off. Hopefully, I can get to everything. I'm under 1 hour. Yeah, we can extend. We can go for 3 hours. But the next one we're gonna be watching after the PlayStation State of Play is the VR game showcase. Like I said, I'm a big VR gamer, so I got to watch this with you guys. But hold on, right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a quick piss break, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm back. I needed to pitch for the longest time. I was holding it in as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get this State of Play started, and we'll see what's being announced. So, this is State of Play Japan, November 11th, 2025, English subtitles.
皆さん、おはようございます。State of Play 日本をご覧いただきありがとうございます。
I swear, if Japan doesn't give us good stuff, I'm gonna start being scared for Sony. If Japan doesn't give us any good game announcement, I'm gonna stop being terrified for Sony because my goodness, brother, if the US gives us dog shit, hopefully they give us something good. Cause man.
MC を務めます梶裕貴です。今回はステートオブプレイの特別編として日本やアジア初のゲームにスポットを当ててお届けします。大人気シリーズの最新作から個性豊かなインディータイトルまで最新情報をたっぷりご紹介します。ドラゴンクエスト7リイマジンドから スタートです。
First is gonna be Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Okay. Already looking forward to this.
We made a promise to solve the world's mysteries, didn't we?
I know I'd regret missing out on the fun far more than any bother we might get ourselves into. I haven't thought about it really. I should try doing all the things that humans do.
To find my own purpose. Something only I can
I have
do.
not. Okay. So don't go mad at me, chat. I have yet to play Dragon Quest series. I need to play the Dragon Quest series, but I heard so much good about the series. I know it's from Akira Toriyama, so I'm excited to see.
Did he prevail? Doth he yet rule over this realm?
Censored the outfit of the girl, of course. No telling if they censored the translation or reinstallation, I guess. That looked like Omega Shenron. And this guy reminds me of what's it? Translation, okay. This guy reminds me of Expedition 33, what's his name? The main character you're playing as. He's got like the same facial structure.
This is the stuff. You and me battling side by side again.
Gustav, yeah, he reminds me of Gustav. Yeah, you're right.
There's no time to waste. Here's to one last adventure.
Available favorite for okay. Okay.
このドールルックと呼ばれるグラフィック素敵ですね。そして再構築されたシナリオには大人になったキーファがどのような物語が待ち受けているのかお楽しみに。さて続いてはちょっと穏やかな気持ちになれる2作品から発売時期の発表です。
Oh brother, I don't really care for cozy games.
インコンビニワンストアメニーストーリーズはささやかな日常を描く心温まる物語。プレイヤーは小さな町のコンビニ店員となり棚に商品を並べたり顔なじみのお客さんと交流したりしながら選択を通じて物語を紡いでいきます。心地のいい効果音でリラックスガチャやコレクションといった遊び心のある要素でお楽しみいただけます。インコンビニワンストアメニーストーリーズは2026年4月発売です。
They can keep it. Go learn the difference between a boy and a girl, and perhaps I'll buy Square Games then. Square Games Enix is also pushing away from the narrative for Square Enix is we'll talk about well Square Enix has also had layoffs, so and they're also deciding to no longer do Western audience stuff. So maybe in a few years we'll finally go back to normalcy.
東京は東京の小さなカフェを舞台
I don't even know what this one says. Let's see. Is there another one that was streamed that isn't this one? I think this is the only one they had. Yeah, this is the only state of play. Because the last state of play was this September state of play, and we already know what was there. So we'll have to watch this. So it was only November's. This is Japan's version of state of play.
にしたノベルアドベンチャーゲーム。プレイヤーはバリスタとなり心温まる一杯を入れてお客様の声に耳を傾けます。人間はもちろん雪女やカッパなど日本の妖怪の末裔たちもカフェを訪れ悩みや喜びを語り合います。コーヒートーク東京は2026年3月5日発売です。
I don't care for any of these two games.
続いてのゲームはおや急に静かになった気がしませんか。なんだか寒気もさまざまな社会問題に切り込む人気ホラーシリーズブロークンロアから2作品が登場。 1作目はブロークンロアアンフォロー。
Okay, this is pretty cool.
SNS の暗い影に焦点を当てた一人称視点のホラーゲーム。
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's like liminal space. I like these kind of games. Hold on, shut up, everybody. Sorry, chat. I was talking about food earlier, and I got food prepared for me, so I'm gonna eat food here instead. I don't think of getting anything instead today. So since I got food at home, I'm gonna eat at home. You said love horror but struggle with first person. I get motion sick. I don't get motion sick at all. So we're gonna continue and watch. So I get to eat and react at the same time.
知らぬ不気味な家で目覚めたアン。脱出するため過去のトラウマや亡霊たちに追い詰められながらスマートフォンを駆使して出口を探していきます。ブロークンロアアンフォローは2026年1月16日発売です。さらに本日はシリーズ最新作ブロークンロアアセンドを初公開。シリーズおなじみの一人称視点のサバイバルホラーに
We're getting 2 games in one. I'm hyped.
クライミング要素が加わりました。前作ドントウォッチに引き続き東京が舞台の今作、主人公のレンとユイは動画配信サイトでの名声を求め危険を顧みずに東京タワーに挑みます。そこで2人を待ち受けるのは妖怪六六尾。ブロークンロアアセンドは2026年夏発売予定です。
Summer 2026. So we're getting this January 16th of next year. And the other one we're getting summer of 2026. Okay, I'm excited. Okay. I love a horror game. I love a good horror game, so I'm excited. These games are going to be on my list. Koei Tecmo, okay. Let's see what we get from them.
So this is Minakami Village.
Already. I'm already hyped. It's Team Ninja. I'm already hyped.
A ritual so forbidden that speaking of it is taboo. And a place that must never be seen. If I could capture it with a camera obscura.
Is this Fatal Frame? I've heard of this game, but I've never played this series. I've seen so much of this game as well. Like I said, I just never got into this game. This will be a definite game series on the list. If you guys want to see Fatal Frame, let me know. I've always wanted to get into this horror game series as well. So if this is Fatal Frame, this is hype.
If you can get out of the village, you'll be able to escape your fate.
Don't let go. Together.
The twins, where are they? The ritual. Why did you run? Accept the fate of the sacrifice!
The festival failed. It's all because we ran away. Mayu will be together forever.
It is Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly. It's a remake. Okay. I've always wanted to get into the Fatal Frame series, so this is already a hype. Okay, we got some good ones. 3 horror games already, back to back. I'm already enjoying this.
Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, Remake.
Shall we begin?
March 12th, 2026. Okay.
本日は光栄テクモゲームスよりゼロ赤い蝶リメイクディレクターの柴田さんにお越しいただきました。柴田さん、よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
2003年に発売されたゼロ赤い蝶が
That was the same year I was born. Jeez, I am old as hell. Not old as hell, but old. But I feel old as hell because I knew most of the stuff back then.
今回待望のリメイクということなんですけれども、これらを拝見して恐ろしさがさらにパワーアップしていたように感じるんですが、そちら何か秘密はあるんでしょうか。
はい、ありがとうございます。光と影ですね。ホラーにとって重要なところについてはすごくこだわってライティングして、見えるところと見えないところのバランスを追求しています。またそのキャラクターの肌の質感、透明感とか、服のこう物の感じですよね、もリアルに表現しました。チーム忍者のアクションディレクターも参加していますので、バトルも楽しんでいただきたいです。幽霊がだんだん怖いものが近づいてくるのをじっくり見ながらギリギリで撮影するっていう、怖さ、ゲームシステムのいいところは踏襲しながら、実際のカメラのような、ズームだったりピントあったりという新しい要素を追加しました。またこのフィルター、カメラのフィルターがあると思うんですけど、それを切り替えると、見え方が変わっていってですね、音量に対してさまざまな効果があります。その戦闘でも探索でも特徴的な効果がありますので、状況に応じて切り替えながら使って、ゲームを進めていきます。
早くプレイしたいです。
That's pretty cool.
さあ、本日は発売日の解禁という嬉しいニュースがありましたが、他にも新情報をご用意いただいたんですよね。
はい。実はデジタルデラックスエディションも発売が決定しました。
You get a digital soundtrack, digital art book, a deluxe charm, lace gloves black, lace gloves white, Japanese Gothic, which looks really cute, right wing and left wing.
こちらにはデジタルアートブックや特別な衣装が含まれており、本日初披露となります。本日から予約受付もスタートします。予約特典も各種ご用意しておりますので、皆さんぜひチェックしてみてください。
発売が待ち遠しいですね。柴田さん、本日はお忙しい中ありがとうございました。ゼロ赤い蝶リメイクは2026年3月12日発売予定です。
Already off to a decent start.
そして光栄テクモゲームスからもう一つ発表があります。こちらの映像をご覧ください。
It was during what I believed would be my final battle that you appeared before me.
Dynasty Warriors, yep. Is this Origins? Is this the one they released? Is this the one they already released, Origins? I'm not a big Dynasty Warriors fan, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not into the big Musa games. But hey, for people who enjoy these Musa games, there it is for you guys.
Fellow sons of the Yellow Earth, fly by my side. For together, we shall see the new age of peace with our own hands.
There's the DLC. Okay, yeah, I figured. Again, for anybody who loves Dynasty Warrior, this is cool for you guys. I just never got into the series. It never interested me. Those kind of games I've just never cared for, so. But it's still pretty cool nonetheless for people who enjoy these games, so. There's that, Dynasty Warriors DLC.
続いて9月に放送した「ステイト・オブ・プレイ」ではグランツーリスモシリーズの生みの親山内和則さんからグランツーリスモ7の大型アップデートスペック3が年末に配信されると発表がありました。本日は山内さんから追加のお知らせが届いています。早速見てみましょう。
I think racing games are cool, but I don't know if I could ever play one of these.
皆さんこんにちは。グランツーリスモシリーズプロデューサー山内和則です。間もなくグランツーリスモ1億本突破を記念したスペック3がリリースされますけれども、それに加えてもう一つニュースがあります。その名もですね、グランツーリスモ7パワーパックです。でパワーパックとは何かというとですね、これまでのグランツーリスモ7、グランツーリスモシリーズが、言ってみればレースゲームだったわけですけれども、パワーパックは、リアルレーシングです。でその中には例えば24時間レースみたいなものも含まれています。でそういった本当にハードコアなリアルなレースの世界っていうものを、一度はグランツーリスモでやってみたかったので、今回パワーパックを作りました。パワーパックも、スペック3と同時にこの年末にリリースされます。であともう一つは12月の20日ですね、福岡でグランツーリスモワールドシリーズの最終戦ワールドファイナルが行われます。その会場でも、皆さんにお会いできることを今から楽しみにしています。ありがとうございました。
They have an esports for this? That's crazy. I didn't even know they had esports for this.
山内和則さんありがとうございました。グランツーリスモ7パワーパックでのリアルレーシングにご期待ください。さあどんどん参りましょう。記録と再生で道を切り開く新感覚レコードパズルアクションモーションレック。移動する、ジャンプする、そして動きの軌跡を記録して再生する。一見進めそうにない道も記録した動きを別の場所で再生すれば必ず突破できる。多彩なギミックを駆使して荒廃したステージを探索し、機械に支配された世界の謎を解き明かしましょう。モーションレックは2026年春発売です。武教 RPG ワンダリングソード。
That platform looked really cool. Sorry, I had my foot in my mouth. It looks really interesting, actually. I think that's a really cool concept. Now, RPGs are my thing, so let's see what RPG this is.
すべての DLC を同梱した完全版がバージョンアップされてプレイステーション5に登場。ピクセルアートで描かれる古代の中国を舞台にしたオープンワールド RPG。 主人公は英雄を夢見て旅に出ます。
これこそが俺が歩むべき道だ。
Okay, this is cool.
プレイヤーの選択によって変わる20種類のエンディング。戦略もアク
It's like a Final Fantasy Tactics in a way.
ションも楽しめる2種類の戦闘モード。そして新たに日本人キャストによる日本語フルボイスを実装。
あなたと共にあるならこの命。
Yeah, I was gonna say it reminds me of Triangle Strategy as well.
惜しくはございません。
2026年
You
5
beat
月
me to
28
the, you beat me way to the punch before I said anything.
日発売です。愛ソムニウムファイルシリーズ最新作伊達要は眠らない From 愛ソムニウムファイルがプレイステーション5とプレイステーション4に登場。特殊捜査官伊達要と彼の火種に埋め込まれた AI 相棒がさらわれたネットアイドルイリスの行方を追います。調査を進める捜査パート、真相心理を探るソムニウムパート、そして新たに追加された脱出パート、3つのパートを行き交い事件の真相に迫ります。プレイステーション5向けに進化したグラフィックで緊迫した物語
I've never gotten into the AI Solemn files or whatever, so I can't say anything about this game.
が展開されます。伊達要は眠らない From 愛ソムニウムファイルは2026年2月26日発売です。あの伝説のゲームが20年ぶりにプレイステーションに帰ってきます。日本ゲーム大賞2025優秀賞も受賞した首都高バトルがついに復活。首都環状を舞台にカスタムした自分だけのマシンで400人以上のライバルと戦い、新時代の
This is cool. I remember this game on a PS2. This is cool.
頂点を目指せ。シリーズ独自の SP バトルはドライバーの精神力を数値化したスピリットポイントを削り合う戦い。速さも重要ですが、ライバルとの心理戦こそが勝負を決める鍵となります。首都高バトルは2026年2月26日発売。パズル、RPG、推理アドベンチャー、そしてレースゲームまでバリエーションが豊かでしたね。さてここからはバンダイナムコエンターテインメントから DLC のお知らせです。塊魂シリーズ最新作「ワンスアポンは塊魂」に2つの
I heard so good about these Katamari games. Never got a chance to get into them.
新 DLC が登場。第1弾塊魂ダンスダンスリミックスパック、第2弾塊魂ネオリミックスパック。5つの新しいリミックス BGM と10個の衣装アイテムをそれぞれ収録。各 DLC 配信時に特別な衣装アイテムを全員にプレゼント。最高のビートと新しいスタイルで今年を締めくくろう。ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグが
Sonic the Hedgehog is coming to Pac-Man World Repack 2? Okay. Pac-Man World 2 Repack?
パックマンワールド2リパックに登場します。ソニックならではのスピード感が味わえる新ス
That is cool.
テージに加え、おなじみのギミックやキャラクターも登場します。
I love Pac-Man World 2 on the PS2. So, I have yet to play this one. I want to play this remake.
さらに、ボス戦ではドクターエッグマンとの戦いが待ち受けます。パックマンワールド2リパックソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグコラボレーションコンテンツはプレイステーション5とプレイステーション4で本日から配信開始。先月プレイステーション5で発売されたデジモンストーリータイムストレンジャーシーズンパスの DLC 第1弾追加デジモン&エピソードパック1アルタネイトディメンションがついに登場。新たに追加される個性豊かな5体のデジモンととある人物たちをめぐる物語が展開します。
その思いに俺たちも応える。
DLC 第1弾追加デジモン&エピソードパック1アルタネイトディメンションはこの冬配信です。今年8月に発売されたスーパーロボット対戦 Y から DLC
Pretty cool stuff so far. And a super world about wars as well.
が
That's
登
pretty
場し
cool.
ます。DLC1 では銀河旋風ブライガーザ・ビッグオーフート探偵仮面ライダースカルの肖像の3作品が収録。3作品に関わる追加エリアミッションや追加プレイヤブル機体が楽しめます。スーパーロボット対戦 Y DLC1 は11月21日配信です。
さあお前の罪を数えろ。
Okay, some cool stuff so far. Mainly just DLC, but
今何か聞こえませんでした？全国のハンターの皆さんに朗報です。モンスターハンターワイルズ無料タイトルアップデート第4弾の配信日が12月16日に決定しました。このアップデートでは巨撃竜ゴグマジオスが登場予定です。さらにエンドコンテンツの
this is cool and all, but Monster Hunter Wilds has been down the train since the last time.
拡充や季節イベント交わりの祭事も予定しています。12月16日から一狩り行こうぜ。続いてはソニックレーシングクロスワールドからのアップ。
I've yet to get Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I want to get it so badly. I've been wanting to play this game for so long.
アップデート情報です。
That monkey ball is in here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, then there's a SpongeBob DLC coming out as well.
ソニックレーシングクロスワールド DLC スポンジボブパックは11月20日に配信です。続いてご紹介するのはアクションアドベンチャーネバーグレイブザ・ウィッチ&ザ・カース。新トレーラーの公開とさらに
Shut up, everybody. I'm gonna go piss again and actually go get more food. So. I'm back. Sorry. I gotta wait for more food. So, while we wait, we're gonna finish this video.
発売日もついに解禁です。
Oh, Pocket Pair Publishing. Okay. I hope Power wins their lawsuit. Oh, it's in Metroidvania. Nice. I've been playing Hollow Knight, and then I'm about to start Momodora 1. After I finish Hollow Knight. So I'm all in for Metroidvanias. Momodora 1 is tricky, but you can do it if I could. Yeah. Yeah, I like my, I'm starting to enjoy Metroidvanias a lot. And side-scrollers a lot more now. This one looks interesting as well.
Nevergrave The Witch and the Curse 開発責任者酒井康臣さんにお越しいただきました。酒井さん、よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。
And Their Lilies is another good Metroidvania. Okay.
酒井さん、トレーラーではゴーレムのような敵と戦っていたシーンがとても印象的だったんですけど、そのボス戦の魅力、そして他にどんなボスが登場するのか教えていただけますか。
はい。レーザー攻撃を繰り出していた巨大なゴーレムは最初のダンジョン遺跡のボスです。本作のボスはそれぞれ独自の攻撃パターンや特殊なギミックを持っていて、一筋縄ではいかないようになっています。例えば植物のボスは風を使ったり、ドラゴンのボスは溶岩を使ったり、マリオネットのボスはプレイヤーが使う魔法と似た魔法を使います。ボスによっては特定の敵への憑依が攻略の鍵になることもあります。またローグライクの要素によってダンジョン内のプレイヤー強化も毎回異なるため、ボスに繰り返し挑戦しても新鮮な緊張感を味わえると思います。
酒井さん、スタジオにお越しくださりありがとうございました。
Alright, there's some good stuff in here.
前が今いるこの場所は世界で唯一 DBS を搭載した実験室だ。
DBS 起動準備が整いました。3、2、1。
アバターとは可能性の海からサルベージしたデータを元に構築した誰かの姿だ。ラグナというのはお前
Is this another Blast Blue or Grand Blue versus or something like that?
ダイブの際に使用できるアバターのうちの一つの名称だ。
This is already a Metroidvania or side scroller. What is it? Side scroller. My brain wasn't braining. Low Suvi Su 1.
つまり可能性のかけらとは無数に分岐する僕たちの未来の一部ということかい？
世界を救うためにはもっと情報が必要だ。
君はドクターメルクリウスが何か隠していると思ってます？
たとえアバターとリンク
Okay,
してい
this is
ても
cool. Alright, this one looks really cool now.
データで構成された空間の中でお前は異物だ。
このことドクターメルクリウスに報告します。
あなたは可能性のかけらを一つ手に入れました。全ては可能性だ。
ガフェル、やめてください。黒な獣、
サルベージだ。そうだろう。
私たちが解析しているあの記憶の正体、一体何
Blaze Blue Entropy Effect X. I knew it. I was like, is it a Blaze Blue game? Is it? Yeah, I knew when Arc System Works usually does this. They're the ones that charge for the Blaze series and all that. For the Blast, sorry, I can't speak English.
グレイブルーエントロピーエフェクト
Yeah,
X は
Blast Blue. Yeah, Blast Blue. See?
完全新作ストーリー、そしてシリーズ過去作から直人黒金が参戦します。お楽しみに。さてどんどん行きましょう。続いて冒険心をくすぐるラインナップを一挙にご紹介です。呪われた魔王デイモンと人間の子供が織りなす心温まる冒険活劇デーモン&ベイビー。探索要素とツインスティックシューターの戦闘システムを融合させた新感覚のアクション RPG。 アイテムを集めレベルを上げて新たなスキルを習得し広大なステージを攻略しましょう。ステージはバラエティ豊かな敵やギミックがいっぱい。マシンガンやショットガンなど展開の武器を使って攻撃しましょう。魔王が赤ん坊を背負いながら戦い、その絆が深まっていく物語も大きな見どころです。子連れ魔王の壮大な冒険の幕が上がります。デーモン&ベイビーはプレイステーション5とプレイステーション4で2026年初旬発売です。ディスガイアシリーズのスタッフが手掛ける完全新作 3D アクション RPG。
A new 3D action RPG. Okay, I'm interesting. Kyoran Makaism。
主人公は倒した敵を銃魔として従え共に戦うことができます。強靭なドラゴンや
Oh, this is pretty cool.
妖艶なサキュバスなど銃魔の種類は全部で16種類。一緒に戦わせるのはもちろん武器に変えて強力な技を放つことも可能です。全ての力を使いこなし裏切り
Oh, we got some boobage action.
者から大切なプリンを取り戻しましょう。狂乱魔カイズムは2026年1月29日発売です。運命のトリガー
Oh,
は
I'm so excited for this. Fate Trigger is
Unreal
no,
Engine
not Fate
5で
Trigger.
開発
Sorry.
された次世代のタクティカルヒーローシューターです。
Oh, I thought this was a different game. Damn, did you see them titties? Yeah, I did.
公開されているアウェイクな10名に
Fate Trigger is a good game. I have yet to is what I've heard from it, but I've yet to play it.
加え新たにアタッカータイプのファリー、そしてディフェンダータイプの
It's
タタと
essentially
その
a
間
gotcha battle royale kind of. So I like my gotcha games. So
ロボットビビが参戦します。分身を操り敵を翻弄するファリー、拠点を難攻不落の砦に変えていく奇才エンジニアのタタ。それぞれの個性的な能力を駆使してライバルを打ち破りましょう。さらに待望の新マップも。 高くそびえる城壁、複雑な地形、変化に富む路地によって構成されます。全ての戦闘が唯一無二の体験になること。
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
と間違いなし。
Let's continue on.
お気に入りのヒーローを見つけ、新しい戦場で世界中のプレイヤーと競い合いましょう。ちなみに私は運命のトリガーにて両院の声を担当しています。他にも魅力的なキャラクターが勢ぞろいしていますので、ぜひプレイしてみてくださいね。次はスクエアエニックスの大人気シリーズ最新作「オクトパストラベラーゼロ」に関する発表です。
I want to play the Octopath series. I've heard so much good about this game series. I know it's on Steam, so I'm excited to play this series. This is one RPG I look forward to playing. I can't, because after we do Chrono Trigger, I want to do some other, or we're going to do Final Fantasy VII, but I can't wait to play this RPG series as well. I've heard so good about this. So much good about this series. I can't believe we're getting a prequel for this, and I'm excited for this. Square Enix actually did something good this time around, and actually do good RPGs.
There's no rest I long for, but as long as I hold the dim lamp for this road, all the souls I walked past may fade, but still last near. Show this
You're finally awake.
If you can best me in battle, my technique shall be yours.
Oh, scarlet flame, blaze bright and cleanse this sacred land.
Here they come! Let me see you bleed! Go down!
I'm so glad that RPG Maker games, like RPG style games, like classic 2001, classic 1991s, classic pixelated RPG games are making a huge comeback in this year, and so on and so forth, because I've always loved this kind of style. I'm a huge JRPG guy, and anything JRPG wise and JRPG in general always hypes me up.
Fly!
Wounds be healed.
How's that?
All the riches of the world are mine. Why, I'll even give you this dirty little town you so love, to do with as you please.
Power and the fear it induces is the only thing that can control people.
You're a survivor of Wishvale. I will see you punished with my own two hands.
After losing the town, I finally understand what's truly important to me. Let's do our best to rebuild Wishvale into the place it used to be.
You said it. I'm ready when you are.
Fame is nothing more than pretense. Will you continue to...
Why does he look like Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter? He's got the same face from Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter.
You said it. I'm ready when you are.
Or he looks like Jeff the Killer as well. That creepypasta image.
is nothing more than pretend. Will you continue to grip the blade of revenge, consumed by hatred? Marvelous! Let the finale begin!
そしてなんと本日から体験版の配信を開始します。体験版はゲーム冒頭3時間を
That's pretty cool. The first 3 hours of the game, that's pretty cool.
プレイできます。体験版でプレイした内容は本編発売時に引き継ぎが可能です。主人公のキャラクターメイクや序盤のストーリーをお楽しみください。本日はアークシステムワークスからマーベル闘魂ファイティング
I'm excited for this one fighting game. I'm excited for Marvel Tokon. This game looks so good, chat. I'm excited for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Oh, I'm so excited to play this game. I can't wait.
プロデューサーの山中さん、アートディレクターの黒坂さんにお越しいただきました。お二人ともどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
よろしくお願いいたします。
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズはどんな思いを込めて制作されたのか、それからファンの皆さんにはどんな体験を味わってほしいと考えていらっしゃるのかお話しいただけますでしょうか。
はい、このタイトル日本から世界へというキーワードを掲げ
This is so cool. We focus on the philosophy of from Japan to the world. It always starts Japanese, which is always lovely for them to do, because I always love everything they have from Japan.
してまして、マーベルってもともとやっぱりアメリカで生まれてアメリカで
Look at this game, chat. It's so good.
育ってきた今や
It looks so good. I can't wait to play this. All the character designs as well look way better than the original Marvel designs. I ain't gonna lie.
になっていると思うんですけれども、それをですね我々日本人がどのように受け止めて、解釈して再構築して日本人らしくアークシステムワークスらしく、出力していくかというところを非常にテーマの大きなテーマとして掲げています。その新しいマーベル日米のカルチャーが融合した、マーベルというのをファンの方にぜひ楽しんでいただ
Spider-Man looks as well cool as fuck.
いただきたいなと思ってます。
これは続報がますます楽しみですね。
はい、で今回ですねプレイステーション5にて第2回目のクローズドベータを実施させていただきます。12月の第1週の週末を予定しておりまして、第1回 CBT、クローズドベータテストのキャラクターに加えてスパイダーマンとゴーストライダーがプレイアブルとなっております。本日はですね、2回目となるクローズドベータテストのですね予告トレーラーを持ってきました。こちらをご覧ください。
親愛なる隣人スパイダーマンだ。
And the fact that most of these voices are going to be in Japanese also makes it better. Although it would be funny to hear Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider again. If Gambit's back there, you got the Beast back there, you got Domino back there, who had all these other Marvel characters in the background. Hopefully they become playable characters, because these could be DLC as well. The same way Fighters was implemented. Always remember that.
ワクワクさせられましたね。どんな展
The one Marvel game I'm genuinely excited for. It's a fighting game.
開になるのか期待です。トレーラーに映っていた
And it's not even made by the West. It's made by Japanese people.
で X マンションのステージですよね。こちらは新しいステージなんでしょうか。
さすがよく気づきましたね。
そうですね。
Yeah. Look. They've got. I don't know who that Marvel character is. They got Cable. They got the I don't know who that. I think that's that's the Beast. And then they got Professor X. They have to be playable characters. That would be so cool.
今回の、X マンションステージ、いろいろな宝探しを楽しんでもらえ
Then you got Gambit right
るよう
there.
に、
Spider Monkey.
細かいネタ
It looks like Spider Monkey.
だったり、ギミックだったりをいっぱい仕込んでますので、ぜひねプレイして、こちら見ていただけると嬉しいと思ってます。このステージは1エリアだけのステージになっています。エリアが少ないので、ちょっとね内容が薄いって思う方もいるかもしれませんが、こちら、バトルの進行に合わせてドラマチックに変化するような面白い仕掛けを取り入れてます。
ゴーストライダーはダークで迫力あるキャラクターですが、ビジュアルやアニメーションをデザインする上でどんなチャレンジがありましたか。
はい、まずゴーストライダーを出すにあたって、まずキャラクター、すぐにゴーストライダーがいるので、そのキャラクターを誰にするのかというところで、かなり悩みがありました。今回ですねロビー・レイエスを採用させていただいたわけです。
なぜロビー・レイエスのゴーストライダー
Robbie Reyes is Ghost Rider? That's pretty cool. Okay.
を選ばれたんでしょうか。
はい、今日の時点ではちょっと詳しくはお話できないんですけど、ストーリー的にですね、今回ちょっと若い方の、ゴーストライダーを出したいというちょっと事情があります。
I like it's a younger Ghost Rider. He looks so badass.
描きたかったっていう事情がありまして、今回はジョニー・ブレズではなくてロビーの方を選んだということになります。
なるほど。僕もマーベルファンの一人として、そして声優としてユニバースにも関わらせていただいているので、今作がどのように広がっていくのかとても楽しみです。それでは最後に世界中のファンの皆さんに向けてメッセージをお願いします。
このゲーム、皆さんのお力をもとにもっともっといいゲームにしていきたいと思っていますので、ぜひ第2回クローズドベータテストにもご参加いただきまして、皆さんが感じたこと、ご意見ご要望をですねいただければと思います。
日本のアニメとアメコミが融合したマーベルの独特のアート表現をぜひプレイして楽しんでください。
本日は素敵なお話を聞かせていただきまして本当にありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Oh, Night Rain.
We must bring an end to it ourselves. Curse this Dreadlord.
The aftermath of the long night.
Oh, the dancing line.
I suppose it must be fate to work again.
Whoa, this is a new boss. Night Rain to Forsaken Hollows. It's a DLC, okay. Oh, we ain't got much left in this. December 4th this year, okay.
お楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。
That's
私
it.
も早くプレイしたいゲームばかりです。 PS5 の5周年という節目に改めて PS5 の体験をご説明するとともに、い
That's
くつ
everything.
かのニュースを共有します。
That's pretty much everything. I don't think there's much we need to look at. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Well, what do y'all rate this? I give this a solid 7 out of 10. An IGN 7 out of 10. Had some good stuff, but I wouldn't say nothing too big in particular. So, I give this a 7. All right, that's it for this part. We're done with that. The biggest one that's gonna be next. Out of like a 5 out of 10. Okay. The next one is something that interested me. I don't think you guys are gonna have any interest for it. I am a VR gamer, so we're gonna skim through this, see what I can find.
See before the show starts, with 6 brand new game reveals. If you see a game you like the look of...
Okay, so the first game is Banners and Bastions. Okay, swap game I don't really care for.
New launches, let's get a new look at a PC VR favorite coming to Quest very soon.
A PC VR favorite? What? A giant. And a tiny person. Play together. Oh, I don't really care.
Will be a hit at your next family gathering. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Inhale through your nose as your belly rises. Exhale, letting
What are we
your
watching?
belly relax. I'm Alina, your mindfulness guide. I'll personalize
What
each
is
session
this?
based on what you share. Across the grassy slope above the cove.
Oh, it's like some bullshit thing I don't really care for.
Apple Vision Pro.
What?
Yes, our first ever title coming to Apple Vision Pro.
Apple Vision Pro. Who owns this motherfucker? Who owns one of those expensive headsets, bro? No one owns one of those expensive headsets. Okay, I don't care.
Are you ready? I was...
With a unique twist.
Are you ready? I was built ready.
Hi, I'm Sham, head of Studio Creativity AR. For years, we built escape rooms. Now we are building VR worlds. In a real escape room, smashing through walls is called vandalism. In VR, it's called problem solving. Welcome to Fixer Undercover. This game blends simulator, puzzle, and
Okay, I'm a
adventure
puzzle guy,
elements.
so this one's interesting.
Your toolkit is simple: a screwdriver, grinder,
I like puzzle games, so this one looks interesting.
pliers, hammer, and wrench. Nothing fancy, but here is where it gets interesting. Combine them, experiment, improvise. Use everything at your disposal to advance. Your mission? Suit up as a handyman, fake ID, break into Castle of Redemption prison, where he plans to have a screwdriver.
Alright,
and
it's pretty cool, but what else is there?
On VR puzzle feel. This first game immediately caught our eye with its vibey take on VR puzzles.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Well, I don't care. I thought it was gonna be
The
something
world looks
interesting.
gorgeous and is one of those VR games you want to get lost in. We're sure it'll turn heads as it approaches early access next year.
Aero Surfer. I'm not a big fan of like those kind of games. They make me feel
an Aero Surfer.
Those genuinely, like the ones you keep turning up and down around, those make me feel genuinely sick. Oh, this is Minecraft in VR. Okay. This is just Minecraft in VR. But it's just Minecraft in augmented reality, so AR, I guess you could say. This is AR Minecraft, so what's the point? Okay, cool.
And VR in a really fun way. Next up, we cordially invite you to what may be the politest zombie shooter you've ever seen.
Full Steam Undead.
One is crafting a VR diversion of zombies, steam trains, and Her Majesty Queen Victoria. It's called Full Steam Undead, an affair dedicated to splendid chaos and fruitful exploration.
I don't care for this one either.
Ammonium sound like your cup of tea? Do be so good as to smash that wish list button. Jolly good.
Full Steam Undead is not just an amazing name, it also comes from the developers of the excellent By Grit Alone. We're all on board for this one.
Oh, what is this one? Aspire MR missions, okay.
Put your hands up.
Okay.
You'll need a skill set. Give me the gun.
I'm gonna drop it nice and slow.
That few possess. These missions will provide it.
Mixed reality operation. Never mind. I thought it was like full-fledged VR, but no, it's just it's augmented reality. I don't really care for that. Okay, now it's the actual show. This is Vampire Survivors. It is. Okay.
With your face.
Cool. So Vampire Survivors in VR. That's pretty cool.
Vampire Survivors, but in virtual reality.
Yes, it really is available to download the survival game. When we started this show in 2024, we set out to make VR's answer to a Nintendo Direct or a PlayStation. Gaming is very much alive. Take Arcanage, for example. This ambitious action-adventure game from a small indie team launched on PSVR.
Okay, I don't care.
And crash over 100,000 helicopters. If you're yet to join the ranks, we highly recommend you check the game out on Quest, Steam, and Pico.
Good job, team. Enemy's been neutralized.
Oh.
And let's not forget, there's plenty to look forward to in 2026. Including the launch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's pretty cool.
Empire
So this
City
is the game that was announced that they were working on. The TMNT VR game.
From
I'm
Beyond
excited
Frames.
for this one.
Games like this from seasoned developers like Beyond Frames really lean into VR's ability to make our wildest dreams come true. That is, if your wildest dream is
The fact that you can become a ninja, one of the Ninja Turtles yourself, that's pretty cool.
to be a mutant turtle and eat pizza all day. And of course, yesterday saw the
Yep, we saw this is the release of the Steam Frame, so these are Steam VR games coming to it.
incredibly exciting reveal of Steam Frame, a headset we've been waiting literally years to see more of. Stay tuned for later in the show as we showcase some brand new and existing Steam VR titles that paint a very bright picture for the headset's future.
Okay, so we're gonna fast forward again. This game is for the Meta Quest. Okay. the light keepers, I guess. The show's down here, but that doesn't even show any gameplay. Come on.
Co-op survival in 2020. A big
Okay, so this
2025.
Another game. I like these kind of games, these aesthetic pleasing games, because it always makes me feel like, man, if I could travel the world around these, I'd be taking pictures all damn day. Because this is just so cool. I like these kind of aesthetic games.
Hey everyone, BMF VR here, and I've been checking out something really cool that just launched today. You might know Polyarc from Moss and Moss 2.
Oh yeah, I remember these games, Moss and Moss 2.
Incredible storybook adventures following Quill. But this time, they've made something totally different. It's called Glassbreakers Champions of Moss.
Okay.
And it's one of the most refreshing VR strategy games that I've seen. In Glassbreakers, you build your own squad of 3 champions, each one with their own personalities, abilities, and style. And then you jump into these fast, tactical...
Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back.
Duels that play out like a living tabletop game right in front of you. There's 1v1, 2v2, even solo versus AI if you want to practice or just try new strategies.
That's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna skim
Matches
through
are
again.
quick, around 10 minutes, and every victory helps you.
I'm a lawyer sent to take care of a delicate inheritance case. As bizarre as it may seem, I have the impression you are the only person who can help me.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Where is that train going, Mr. Oscar?
The train is going far away, very far away indeed.
Would it be too much to ask where you're going?
Who can say? I need a clue. Anything that might tell me where Hans is. Where are we, Oscar?
Please do not be discouraged. It's possible you are closer to your initial target than you currently imagine.
We will find Hans and find him alive. That much I do believe.
I've never played Siberia or heard of Siberia, but I heard people like this game. What game is this? I love my shooter games as well. My shooter games are always my favorite, which is why I love The Walking Dead, Sensei Centers, and then Resident Evil on this. So I love my shooters. Track, shoot to survive. Okay, that's pretty cool.
VR and exclusive gameplay of Glassbreakers from our friends at Polyarc.
Oh, Star Trek? Okay. I'm not a Star Trek guy, but sure. It's a horror game.
I hear their voices, Doctor.
I love the direction Played with Fire is heading with Star Trek Infection. It's a much darker take on the series that lets us step into the shoes of a Vulcan Starfleet officer. You'll explore the haunted halls of the USS Lumen, sneaking past infected crew members. Truly, this is a Star Trek experience unlike any other.
Okay,
Now,
that's
it
pretty
wouldn't
cool.
be VRGS without checking in with our friends at Flat to VR Studios and Impact Inked. So let's do just that.
What is this? A card game? Yeah, I don't really care. Raf Aeon plus Flat to VR Studios. Shadowgate VR, The Mines of Mythrock. Oh, this is coming to PSVR November 25th. Okay, this is pretty cool. Audio Trip out on PSVR 2. Okay. Oh, Beat Games. I like these. Oh, Rager coming to PSVR 2 early access. Okay, that's pretty cool. RoboQuest VR. I don't really care for these. This one. Is that Doom? Oh, it looked like Doom. Wrath Aeon of Ruin
We've been
VR.
proud partners
Okay, that's pretty cool.
with Impact Inked and Flat to VR Studios at every VRGS to date. And it's great to start talking about some release window projects to announce in the new year.
Okay. Okay, this one looks interesting. Aftershock, okay. And
Make that 50.
I don't care for this one.
It's a great
Oh,
time
Among Us
to
3D.
jump back into the world
Or Among Us
free for
VR.
now for free on Meta. It's a great time to jump back into the world of Among Us 3D. On December 4th, the game is adding a classic role from Among Us, the Tracker.
Oh, nice.
Their unique ability is following one bean at a time on their minimap to see exactly what they're up to. Was Yellow really an admin? Was Red actually trying to stop the sabotage? You'll see beans jumping from one room to another if they then. And a stopped bean on your map is a
You know, I've always wanted to play this game, but it just sucks because it's infested with children.
good indication that something is very wrong. Add in engineers and a vigilante and reduce cooldowns to really amp up the fun. Get ready to become the tracker soon. Among Us 3D is now 50% off.
Only way I think I could play this game is if I had friends and we all decided to play a private session together.
Off on the Meta Horizon store for the next 48 hours.
So what
for
is
the
it?
next 48 hours. Soon. Among Us 3D is now 50% off on the Meta Horizon
Oh,
store
nice.
for the next 48
50%
hours.
off. Okay. I might just get it if it's super cheap then.
Golf 5 is getting a fresh coat of paint with its new play-optical courses.
Okay, I don't really care for golf.
Play a new
We're
means
just skimming
of
through this
analyzing
one
player performance.
because there's not a lot of stuff that people find interesting on VR. Update. Oh, okay. I've heard of this game. This is the survival games as well that I like. Okay, that's pretty cool. What's the next one? Deadly Delivery.
According to your resume here, I think you'd make a perfect delivery goblin.
Oh, these are the friend swap games. Oh, these are friend swap games. This is the new one. This is like the Lethal Company one.
Sounds great. Yeah, do you have any
But
questions?
there's a VR version. This one's also in VR too. So
Well, I was wondering about the customers. Our customers are the kindest folks you'll ever meet.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Now, what about the delivery routes? Are those safe? Oh, we put you in the safest neighborhoods imaginable. What? Uh-oh. That's good to hear.
the
I really
perfect
think you'd
cut.
make a great
The perfect cut scream of that kid was funny.
helping hand here at Deadly Delivery. I mean, I do have two hands. You sure do. For now. Great. So when do I start?
This looks absolutely hilarious. Yeah, you have this with a couple of your mates. Oh, this would be so fun.
Wait, is that me?
Yeah, I would love to play this with some people. Penguin Festival. Well, that was that game. Oh, this one looks exciting.
While Penguin Festival's charming lineup of mini-games and activities really explores the limits of VR interaction. And now it's time to shift gears. Significantly.
Status of the active shooter threat.
I've been wanting to play Ready or Not in VR for the longest time. This is one of those games that would be perfect for VR. I already know about the downside of Ready or Not because they censored some shit, which is fine because if I get the PC version of Ready or Not, I'm gonna update the game, uninstall the update of the game and give us the previous version so I can play with the more gorier version. And then if there's a VR mod that's being developed right now, I'm gonna play that with the VR mod. So yeah.
Currently unknown. Move in and
Because I've always loved this kind of realistic game as a whole. But to see this in VR, this is gonna up the ante even more. That you're gonna be playing Ready or Not in VR. So
area quickly.
So this is essentially you experiencing the actual situations that are based on real life.
LSPD, don't move! Down on the ground, now!
It looks so good.
Suspect is incapacitated.
Notifying Thames. Drop your weapon. The active shooters aren't willing to cooperate. Move in.
Put the knife on the ground!
And then there's a school shooting one as well in this game too, which is even crazier and wilder. But
Police, drop the weapon!
Excellent work.
yeah, VR mod. A VR mod from Kit and virtual reality Oasis. Okay, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. This is one thing I'm excited for.
Center for debrief.
November 4th. It's out today then. Ah, bro.
Ready or not?
I have to buy Ready or Not and then install 2 mods. This mod and then the other mod.
VRO.
The mod to get the game uncensored.
Mod is available tomorrow, and that trailer shows you just how much work developer Kit and VR Oasis have put into making this feel like an authentic VR experience. It's proof that modders are behind some of the most exciting projects in
Then this
PC
is
VR
Orcs to
today.
Die, I don't really care.
Okay, we promised you more new
Okay, let's go back.
ever featured on the show. Enjoy. Trailers for a new VR game we've ever featured on the show.
A new one, okay.
Enjoy.
What is this one? Character Bank. Oh, this one's cool. We're in a fantasy world? Alright. Okay, this one looks really good. Knights of Fiona coming 2026. This one's really good. This one's really cool.
Knights of Fiona is the incredibly ambitious new game from Character
It's ambitious new Japanese action game. Okay.
Bank, the developers that brought us Ruins Magus. We can't wait to see more next year. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you
And then there's Steam VR games, so
for the headset's future. Let's take a look at what's in store.
And this is all for the Steam frame that was announced a day earlier. So these are all the games that are going to be coming for the Steam frame. This is the one game I'm excited for. I've had this game wishlisted on my wishlist for the longest time. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Just 1 second. Yeah, I've had this game wishlisted on my wishlist for the longest time. So I'm excited for this game. Where is it at? Hold on. I'll show you guys my wish list. Y'all can see it now. If you go down, it should be on my wish list somewhere on here. I thought it was weird. I thought I had it on my wish list. I swear I had it on my wish list. But it's definitely something I've had on my radar for the longest time. Yeah, gunman contracts, definitely. This is supposed to be like a John Wick experience as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the way you overturned him and just gave him a headshot after, I thought that was funny. This is so fun. This looks such like a fun game. I can't wait to play this. This is a game definitely on my wish list. Yeah. Early access. Okay. I can't wait. And then after that, that is just Glass Breakers we've already seen. So that's it for the VR showcase. So that is everything we have video-wise, at least. On to actual back onto our last. We're gonna do the last few topics because we're already over the 3-hour mark. But we're gonna talk about a couple layoffs that happened. So this is by PC Gamer. So for the third time this year, Crystal Dynamics is making layoffs. Nearly 30 people are being put out of work and to optimize to continue develop of our flagship Tomb Raider game. Look, I'm not interested in this game anymore. All I care is if they don't wokeify Lara Croft. And you might think, what do you mean by that? Don't give her DI power. Don't give her this. Don't give her that. Make her a actual viable, strong woman like the other games did back then. And the older games did as well. Don't put any politics into this. Don't drag any ideology into this. Make this game for entertainment and to escape and to enjoy Lara Croft as she was back then. If they don't do this, this game will definitely fail. So it says in the article, for the third time this year, Tomb Raider Studio Crystal Dynamics has laid off employees. The company announced today that it's making a difficult but necessary reorganization of its studios and team, and that as a result, nearly 30 people will be put out of work. The cuts will be made across various departments and projects, Crystal Dynamics said on LinkedIn, as we restructure the company and business for our next generation. That's funny. That's funny. Well, I there's not much to say. It's just another couple more layoffs. This is another topic that doesn't really need to be said. The games industry is struggling already as is to realize that their ideology and their messaging no longer works. Where us gamers are fed up of the woke bullshit and the politic bullshit. We just want our games to be escaped. We don't really care. We don't care about what ideology or what beliefs you are. Exactly as the saying goes, it will go broke. So, and here's something I wanted to talk about, which I found super funny. Netflix reboots its gaming ambitions, plans new suit. This is by the Hollywood Reporter. Netflix reboots its gaming ambitions, plans new suite of titles for TV sets. The streamer hosted a special Netflix game night Wednesday that teased the upcoming titles, including a new weekday quiz show that will be hosted by Hunter March and Howie Mandel and offer cash prizes. I always love how Netflix will do anything and everything just to keep its relevancy. There's not much to say to be of importance to be said. I thought it was just funny in general that Netflix games is still a thing, and Netflix is trying their strongest to continue their gaming space when in reality no one gave a fuck about their games to begin with. So, but yeah, that's it for this part. These are last few quick topics, and we're calling it. And this is gonna be everything of tonight's stream. I don't think I have anything else besides that. So this one's also another quick one. This is from the Park Place, that Park Place. So it says PS5 sales now outpace every Xbox console ever made. The console wars aren't over. I think they are, but they're certainly one-sided. According to Sony's latest earnings report, PlayStation 5 PS5 sales have reached 84.2 million units sold worldwide as of September 30th, 2025. That's actually pretty good. Surpassing every Xbox system Microsoft has ever released. Yikes. Even with price hikes, economic uncertainty, and fierce competition, Sony's juggernaut continues to roll forward while Xbox faces the most lopsided generation gap in modern gaming history. This is crazy. So I'm just surprised at how Xbox is still winning. Still trying to compete in general. So I think it's funny as how that and then this figure confirmed in Sony's quarter 2025 fiscal year financials places the PS5 ahead of the Xbox 360's final official tally of 84 million units, last reported by Microsoft in 2014. That makes the PS5 one of Sony's fastest selling consoles ever. It still doesn't measure up to the PS2, and easily the most dominant system of its generation. Oh my goodness. Yikes. It being all of Microsoft's console releases. The Japanese do it again. What can I say? The Japanese have done it again. So, Xbox is X dead. Anyways, that's it for that one. This is one thing I'm excited for because I'm a Fortnite gamer, and I thought this was funny as well. I don't give a fuck about politics for anybody. And Fortnite characters, I'm a Harry Potter fan, so this is already interesting for me. So this is again from that Park Place. It says, mainstream gaming media pushes Fortnite boycott over rumored Harry Potter collab. The gaming access media is pushing the narrative that there will be a boycott of Fortnite because of a recent rumor that Chapter 7, which I'm excited for, will be a Harry Potter collab, which is pretty cool, if that's the case. Hopefully we get a broom as a glider. Yes, I'm a big Fortnite guy. I am everything wrong with gaming, with modern gaming. And I agree. That's the only game, though, that actually manages me to pull me back into the game. It's the constant updates that Fortnite actually has, the actual genuine care they care for the game, and the fact that it's just endless content that they keep giving us. I don't spend much as I used to back then, but it's still so cool regardless that it's a thing. If this sounds like a familiar tune, you're not wrong. It's the same story repeating itself once again when it comes to any Potter project. The media amplifies outrage, and the audience ignores it and just keeps reading / watching / listening / playing. Exactly. I think it's funny that they always try to push Harry Potter being horrible because of her and her beliefs. Again, I believe that you can separate the art from the artist, but this week, Screen Rant published an article titled "Fortnite Faces Boycott Over Leaked Harry Potter Collaboration." I don't give a fuck what they think. They're gaming journalists. Why do they care? Highlighting a few progressive voices on Reddit calling for a boycott of Fortnite after a leaked crossover hinted at a Wizarding World event. They did this last time. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Fortnite guy, so they did this. These wokies did this the exact same thing last time. They saw that there was a emote being coming towards Fortnite in a shop that Kage did. And everyone says, oh, we don't like Ty Lil. It was the Ty Lil dance. And it had, what is it? I think it was, what's the rapper's name? Kevin, I think his name, or no? It starts with a K. What's his name? I can't remember the name of this guy. But it was a rapper whose song was being introduced into the Ty Lil dance that Kage did. And everyone said, Kanye West. Kanye's West song was going to be in that emote. And people were freaking out because apparently Kanye West is homophobic and is an istophobe. He's a bigot. He's a racist. All that kind of stuff. And so they started going, oh, we're going to boycott Fortnite over this. And then a couple years back as well, something else particular happened. They had, there was another character, I think it was a character or game being introduced into a collab with Fortnite, and they did the same thing again, like they're doing now with Harry Potter. They are trying to boycott it, saying you should boycott it because this so-and-so creator's an istophobe, or so-and-so creator's an incel, or whatever, a right-wing, whatever. And it's like, it's getting tiring. It's getting very, very, very tiring. But as the thing continues, highlighting the outcry as usual traces back to Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling's views on gender politics. Yep. But if history is any indication, these efforts won't make a dent in sales, players' numbers, or engagement. Yep. Why do you think why do you think there's a Hogwarts Legacy did so good? I still can't believe that people harassed Silvervale, the VTuber, over a game. It's like, it's baffling. Again, these are lefty lunatics, so these are people who are in constantly online, who don't touch grass like some of us do. And imbue to the internet that they have to be, oh, this, that. It's only me. If you don't believe who I am, I'm gonna grab you by the neck, cut your head off, and throw you to the wolves. This is how they think, and this is how they always think. I said this last time, Chad. If you're new to this, we were talking about something like this on a game stream. I said this last time while we were reacting a video. These people just remind, like Asmongold said, these people are like animals. And you might think, why call them animals? That's so fucked up. That's so rude. Here's my logical explanation on why I think these people are like animals. Because the moment they see something that angers them, or something that upsets them, or something that confuses them, and their emotions aren't in check, they will slowly, like an animal, slowly focus on that emotion, and also become territorial on top of it. So then you got a mixture of emotional reaction, and then instinctual and territorial reaction, makes them like an actual animal. So they just attack. And like an animal, they stop attacking once they think their prey is dead. And same thing with the lefty lunatics. They stop attacking, stop harassing, stop doxing the moment they think they've managed to scare or silence the person who they have a different opinion with. So I will always agree on the sentiment that they're like rabid animals. Rabid dogs, to put it. Okay? And it might sound I'm fucked up, or you might think I'm messed up for saying that. Look, politically speaking, I am a centrist. I can see both sides of the argument. But when I see this kind of, the way these people have from the far left, and sometimes even from the far right, I think it's a little weird. And I think I can describe you perfectly as an animal. Because you're reacting the same way as an animal would when confronted by fear or confronted by danger. It's not the first time this song and dance is played out. When Hogwarts Legacy launched in early 2023. The gaming media framed it as a cultural flashpoint with headlines about moral responsibility, calls to boycott, social media pile-ons, and even some streamers getting harassed for simply playing the game. Exactly my point. So, and yet, despite that push, Hogwarts Legacy sold over 2 million copies in just 2 weeks, earning nearly 850 million in global revenue. Exactly. So, wait, Fortnite having this collab over Harry Potter, it's not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Epic Games cares too much about money for them to actually give a fuck about what these people think. So, that's it for this topic. We're gonna switch over for the last two topics, and we're gonna call it for tonight. So this comes from Smash JST's our website. I did not know about this, so I found out because of him. So shout out to him. It says, insane. Steam blocks indie game over woman in a bathing suit. Thumbnail deemed too sexy. Something bizarre is happening over at Valve. Something I've been keeping an eye over the past 2 months, he says. And it's getting worse. Much worse. This time, it's not about adult content or controversial themes. It's about a simple image of a woman standing by a lake in a one-piece swimsuit. That is wild. That's literally it. And then here's the message. It says, message from the Steam team on October 30th at 7:32 p.m., 3 hours ago. If you look long enough, I'm sure you'll find plenty of other partners who are breaking our rules or guidelines. Focusing the topic on the image on a woman behind is indeed sexual in nature, regardless of what she's wearing. Your graphical assets can be viewed by everyone on the platform. You should be appropriate for the storm. Cheers. So Steam is actually censoring somebody, which is wild because you never think. And so much I started saying good things about him. The developer of Aftermath, Red Pine Lake, an atmospheric horror game revealed at their game Steam page, has been blocked for approval because of the thumbnail image they used, which features a lone woman in a bathing suit, standing by the water. No nudity, no sexual content, just a woman near a lake, which fits the setting of the game perfectly. This is crazy, what? And yet Steam is still flagged it as inappropriate. This is wild, okay. And then his next part says a growing pattern of hypocrisy. Next part says this isn't the first time Valve's moderation team has made baffling choices about what is and what isn't allowed on its platform. Steam's adult content section is overflowing with explicit pornographic games, many of which openly advertise themselves with far more. Yeah, exactly. So this is weird. This is weird coming from Steam. There's porn games on here. There's hentai games on here. Look, there's. Let me pull it up. There's even AV Director Life. A running joke in my channel. So. Oh, where the winds? Oh, this one's out. Okay. Okay, we'll check that out later on my own time. Where is it at? I'm not getting it recommended yet, but it's usually on here. Oh, here it is. No. But there's AV Director Life. For all intents and purposes, there's AV Director Life. And yet this game is allowed. This game is allowed. Okay, we're not showing much. It's risky. But this game is allowed, and this is a genuine hentai game. So this is crazy that game is approved by Steam, and this one won't. This isn't the first time Valve's moderation team has made baffling choices about what is and isn't allowed on this platform. Okay, we already read that. Many of which openly advertise themselves with far more. That's where we're at. I'll just say, suggestive imagery. Meanwhile, smaller indie titles, particularly those featuring normal depictions of women and non-sexual contents, are getting flagged or outright blocked. It's hard for anyone to find any consistent logic behind it. Why are games that literally contain graphic sexual acts available on Steam without issue, while something like Red Pine Lake, a horror title with a fully clothed woman in a natural setting, gets denied a store page? Legit insane. It is. At best, this inconsistency is absurd. At worst, it looks like ideological bias, and we all know the direction this has been all heading. When I reached out to the developer Sakura Studios, they responded with, "Thank you, that is very kind. we are getting overwhelmed here, so we really appreciate support. This post we made might help clear up the situation. People think that there's a magical adult setting we can use to get it approved, but they aren't aware Steam now mandates that all games, even 18 plus, can't use sexual imagery. Hope this post helps, and we can help answer any questions here. Thank you. Love your work, by the way. And then there's the following post. We are doing the best to plan to moving forward, and at the same time address any concerns. We are not trying to scam anyone, rage bait, or make up a scenario. We know it's a very small percentage of people, but we just want to clear this up so we can keep working on a plan. And then here's the actual page of the website on Twitter that says, we accept that most people don't know the behind-the-scenes options, and it doesn't seem that things have changed. We have not mistagged our game, and there's no 18 plus mode that would resolve this according to Steam. Please check the post for details. We have to go with what Steam are telling us because it's their platform. We know that some devs who have 18 plus games have not had this issue bringing the rules change after their game came out. And I know bringing attention to this is upsetting, as people are worried it will affect current store pages. But if we don't address this now, every game going forward will be subjected to the treatment we have received. Do you want all games going forward to gradually get more censored? We will be sending examples of hypocrisy to Steam and posting any here. We haven't done anything to be malicious. We are trying to fight against censorship. We want all your pages to have creative freedom, not just some. If we stay silent, nothing changes. And we hope you all understand where we are coming from. Sorry for any upset at any of this has caused any adult devs. It's not our intention. We are on the same side. That is wild to hear. That is wild to read. And I genuinely think that Steam having a hypocrisy issue is crazy, because I would never think that Steam would be this kind of people that just be like, okay, we're going to change the rules now. We're going to do this and that. Well, they kind of had to change the rules as well on top of it because of MasterCard and Visa, which is stupid, by the way. But I think it's crazy that the fact that they decided to change all of a sudden and not let these people explain themselves or everything, and they still perceive that image per se he showed earlier to be sexual is really weird, because any woman could wear this. Any woman could wear this at a bathing place. I could see a woman in a swimming pool with this thing and have no difference, and not see this as sexual, whether she be fat, skinny, whatever. This is not even remotely sexual. The fact that it is seen as sexual is weird. So let's continue on. They continue. I think this is a sign of what's to come next with Steam. These rules don't seem to be public knowledge, hence why so many keep asking us about the magic 18 plus tag they think will fix this. And it says Steam standards are anything but clear. The thumbnail in question isn't remotely sexualized. The woman is shown looking off screen, visibly anxious, her body language communicating tension, not any kind of seduction. It's a moment meant to set the tone up for a horror experience, not a swimsuit calendar. And to be honest, it fits the bill and aura seemingly perfectly. To the dev credits, they're keeping good spirits and joking with me about the ludicrousness of the situation by editing the thumbnail to be more Steam appropriate. That's funny. This is funny. They should use this. But I think it's overall, I think it's kind of stupid that this has happened to them. A lot of people already talked about this and all that kind of stuff. So eventually, they got people who they had people dogpile on the creators, and they decided to make a response. So this was after multiple videos were made about them and to them, that the situation was fucked. So you have prominent creators that I like watching, and this is funny because this lunatic, I like to say, this crazy person, this, let's see, David Jaffe wannabe, is saying, his post was essentially saying, This is a beautiful starter pack of Hue to Mew or Block on X if you want to enjoy talking about the games you play. Thank you at Your Source Games for this. Buy Drone Lash so he can feed himself. And then he said, I made the assumption that everyone on this list, and then he apologizes after people fucking call him out. This is so funny. I made the assumption that everyone on this list was as stupid and hateful as Yours Torch Games since you created it, but I've been told otherwise, and some people may have been caught some strays. To those, I have to apologize. Man, if you're gonna say some bullshit, back it up at least. But of course, people think these are the genuine. Razor Fist, I don't watch. These are the people that everybody hates, of course. You got Grums, you got Asmongold, you got Very Dark, you got Smash JT, you got Stuttering Craig from Side Scrollers, Endymion, Master of the TDS, Riding Racing from Gothic Therapy. You have Carbutus, who made the Sweet Baby Ink Detected. You have Madame Savvy. You have Kirsha, Foxu Woman, Foxu Oshi. You have J Viper. You have V, Kada. All these creators, Jeremy, Ryan, all these. Andy Pence, we exclude him. He's an actual grifter. He's an actual guy who grifts. I have seen most of his videos. I used to watch his videos. This guy will immediately change anything. Okay? This guy we don't claim. But you got Flash, you've got your boy Hypnotic, Learning the Law, Pirate Nation, the boy, Chibi Reviews, my goat, Arthur, and then Kiwi Games. Developed Games. So this guy is delusional and saying this, and then they responded saying, some of the people on this list covered our story. Some reached out before doing so, and they were respectful, kind, and fair. They wanted to know facts and even just talk to us when things were stressful since we were not prepared for going viral. Even the ones who didn't speak to us were fair and did some digging before posting content. We don't know all these people and are not familiar with all their content, yet we were attacked for saying thank you to some we saw supporting us. Some devs and creators that were against our stance never reached out, spread false information, were rude and insulting to our team members, and got upset when we responded accordingly. The point is, we don't need to agree with everyone to be respectful, and that respect goes a long way in this industry. I love this. I love this. This quote they say. The point is, they don't need to agree with everyone for them to be respectful towards each other. And that respect goes a long ways in this industry, which is very much true. You don't have to agree with these people. You don't have to agree with any of what these people say. Not even me. But we can be respectful to each other and realize, okay, I don't agree with your opinion. I think your opinion is not right, but I think either way, I think it's funny that you always have these kind of people always attacking, calling these people grifters, calling these people hateful, when all they care, all they spew, Smash Tasty I've seen, Fair I've seen, Zach I've seen, and Demon I've watched. What is it? Hirsch I've watched. I watched Hypnotic. I watched Chibi Reviews. I watched J Viper and Kada. I don't watch the rest of them as much, but most of these people, there's one thing in common that I've noticed. The only thing I've noticed in common is they care about the games medium. They genuinely want the games medium to go back the way it was, where everyone was able to have their creative liberties. Even though some creative liberties, people created dog shit. It's okay, because you're allowed to create dog shit. Only the market will tell you whether you survive or not. They want, and Flash as well, I sometimes watch. They want the media as a whole, which our entertainment, to go back as it was back when it was 2000, 2001, 1900s, because no one gave a shit whether you were black, white, Mexican, Asian, whatever. No one gave a fuck back then. Today's, it seems like everyone wants to look at your skin color. And that's what it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter what your skin color is. It should matter whether you're good at this thing, whether you're good at this job, whether you're good at a certain thing I'm hiring you for, whether you have a creative mind to do what you want to do. And that's what really matters. And the fact that people think it's they're hateful for this, they're hateful for that, are really just the tourists speaking. I always say we gatekeep tourists, and this is the one thing I agree we gotta gatekeep. But that I think we're gonna cover this on next time. We're gonna go over this next time. This is about Krafton going AI first. There's one more thing I want to talk about that I've noticed as well. So this is a quick topic, the last topic we're doing for tonight. Black Ops 7 has recently getting backlash with their with their campaign, but something that people are getting they're getting really backlash for is apparently their calling cards are all AI. Look at this shit. This is copyrighted from Studio Ghibli, by the way. This is genuine copyright they're breaking. Some of this is from designed from Studio Ghibli, and this is genuine copyright. So if they see this, and Japan sees this, they got a big fat fucking lawsuit on their check, on their table setting, with a big ass name and a big ass check with them sitting on the table saying, "Bring me my money." Because this is genuine, just Studio Ghibli art from AI being used in AI so they could put in their calling cards. I have nothing. I don't give a fuck about AI. I know it's gonna be inevitable. I know it's gonna come sooner or later. So I don't really care whether people use it or not, because I have accepted the fact that whether I try to fight it as an artist myself, who does art myself, even though I don't agree with the idea of AI replacing artists as a whole, I don't have to agree with it, but I can accept the fact that it's inevitable. I can accept the fact that it's gonna come whether I like it or not. And whether I don't like it, I've got to accept the fact that it's gonna only improve, only gonna get better, only gonna get used even more. So, and only gonna get incentivized to be used more in AAA gaming market spaces and content I like consuming. So, I've learned to recognize that. But I think it's funny when Call of Duty isn't even blatantly hiding it anymore. You could clearly see. Look at this. Like, they're not even hiding at this point. This is just genuine, just all AI use. Not a single artist was hired to do this, which is crazy. Back then in Call of Duty, they actually cared about their stuff. But not anymore. And it says, get 25 kills with the War Machine ability while airborne, death from above. How does that make sense? What? How does a dragon killing you make sense? This doesn't even fit in. This fits in, but this doesn't even fit in. Like, I just don't get it. And they all tried like a fantasy aesthetic, but it didn't even work out. They're all different like style characters, main characters. They're not even the same character. Anyways, I think it's funny. But here's their special statement on AI. Activision statement. I can't wait for Activision to burn down. They say, like so many around the world, we use a variety of digital tools, including AI tools, to empower and support our teams to create the best gaming experiences possible for our players. Our creative processes continues to be led by the talented individuals in our studios. Yeah, how does it create a better experience, LMA? Yeah, exactly. I think they're really flexing the human creativity line. I love that as well. I agree with that. The one positive thing that comes out of AI is that I will appreciate real works and human effort way more. Studios are going to be soulless with 3 employees of an AI doing all the work. Don't worry, they most definitely have the balls to still charge you $80. Right? That's the crazy thing. Activision wants to charge $80 for this kind of game. So here's the video by Popscare as well.
On this post that
So
all of the new Call of Yeah, so we're cooked as hell. Was looking across Twitter and found this post that all of the new Call of Duty like cards, campaigns, calling cards in Black Ops 7, all just AI dog shit. Like, look how bad it is. And then when this user posted all these ones, look at how bad and how obviously all AI generated. Motherfuckers used AI Ghibli generation for some
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some of these. Look at that like nice piss yellow filter they have on their skin tones. Oh god, this is so terrible. We're cooked.
Yeah,
so
we're cooked. Call of Duty isn't the same anymore, man. I remember the OG COD. Oh yeah, here's a look at Call of Duty Black Ops 7 campaign. Online only campaign. Can't be paused even if you're playing solo. Solo players don't get any AI teammates. If you quit or idle too long, it forces you to restart the entire mission. This is absolute dog shit.
Shoot that son of a bitch!
This doesn't look interesting at all. I'll stick with my older Call of Duty. I'll stick with Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4 was the end of Call of Duty for me. I'll stick with Black Ops 4. I'll stick with original Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'll stick with the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered. I'll stick with those CODs. I ain't not playing this dog shit. It looks so terrible, my computer froze. And that's it. That's so crazy. It looks so dog shit. AI generated Menendez? That's crazy. No skill-based matchmaking. Aim assist nerfed. People actually use their mics. Maps look good. Games feel well optimized. Already dropped the nuke. Are we back? Black Ops 7. Oh, this is Call of Duty. This is funny. This is Modern Warfare. But yeah, that is pretty much it for everything today. It's just Call of Duty Black Ops 7 just turns out to be dog shit. Why am I not surprised? So, I'm not surprised at this point that Black Ops 7 is dog shit. Abysmal dog shit, as they say, yep. Black Ops 7 servers are now online. This is from Rock Solid. I like this guy. Yeah, like, this is crazy. Black Ops 7 campaign, this is not my Call of Duty anymore.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck?
That's my genuine reaction as well to watching this.
Welcome to Call of Duty campaign, dude. Like, what the actual fuck am I playing? What the fuck is happening?
Black Ops 7 campaign is legit comedy. Oh my gosh, a strong woman!
Did she just fucking turn into Captain America?
Yeah, she did!
Did she just turn into Captain America?
That's so funny.
What am I
Look at this dog shit. Look at this dog shit, chat. I'm so glad I got people playing this and actually spending the money instead of me. Because, God, this would be miserable. Like, this is so funny. Black Ops 7 campaign is being compared to brain rot. Rest in peace to COD. This is...
Safe?
Fuck no.
Black Ops 7 campaign.
Wow, so my building is perfectly safe? Fuck no, it's the worst building I've seen in my entire life, and you failed miserably. But that skeleton on the wall was funny shit. Wow.
That's funny. Oh, this is so funny to see. Genuinely, really funny. Black Ops 7 campaign. What the fuck is this game, bro?
That it? Bro.
At this point, Activision just doesn't care about their IP anymore. They're just letting it rot.
What the fuck am I playing, bro?
That's wild. I think all of this is just funny. Black Ops 7 having less players than Rivals? No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We have to check this live, chat. Okay, I don't. This is the last thing we're doing anyway, so. This is the last topic for tonight, and when we're calling it here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. We gotta find the player count. What's the player count? This is viewers right now. 24-hour peak, all time. Okay, hold on. So, this is funny. Hold on. Oh my gosh. 86,000 people right now. Oh my gosh. How much does Marvel Rivals have? Oh, what is it? Not that. No way. No way, chat. Look at this. 160 active players right now. And then you go... Oh my goodness. It has 30,000 no, way less than that. Oh my goodness. All-time peak was almost 700,000 players 10 months ago. Their last all-time peak was almost 503 years ago. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is crazy. Call of Duty is actually dead. Call of Duty is actively dead. There's like, this is so funny to just see. Well, chat, this has been KTT. This is the first episode of KTT. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It was a little bit different than what you guys are usually used to watching by other streamers and stuff like that. But this has been Kage's Table Talk. Hopefully the thumbnail I have now is a temporary one. I'm gonna start working on it tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. I got somewhere to be tomorrow as well. So I gotta do some other things tomorrow, so I won't be able to stream tomorrow, but we'll be back Sunday, yeah. Sunday we'll be streaming Tormented Souls 2. We'll be doing this game stream again. But hey, this is all the topics I could find. We'll be doing another KTT again. we'll be doing that next Friday. So look forward to that again. So we're gonna be doing these every Friday. These are the one things we're gonna be but game streams all around. We're gonna be doing this Friday. So catch you guys on the next KTT and catch you guys Sunday. So this has been Kage. I've been your wonderful idiot just yapping all day. So but it's late for me. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna get some rest. Probably maybe just game for a little bit and then or watch anime. Who knows? But I've been Kage. I've been your host. With the mental slight retardation. But I will see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Peace.